What have you got there?
In case you were wondering, my jacket is Balenciaga.
Wise choice.
Hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome to part 6. I think this is part 6 of RE4 playthrough. Can we hear everybody? Am I muted? Are they muted? Say hi, everybody.
Am I muted? Hello?
Am I muted? It's just gonna be checking if we're muted or not the entire time. It's gonna be yeah.
No, this is great. Okay, so we're all good. Awesome. So we're gonna do our shout outs, of course. I don't have to introduce Genevieve at this point. She has been with us the entire time. Genevieve, who plays Ashley, if you are joining for the first time. But for the first time ever, we have Mr. Mike Kovac, who plays Jack Krauser in this game. And we're so happy to have you today.
It is an absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for having me. It is a great joy on top of a great joy. It's just icing on the cake, but there's more icing. Very sweet.
Oh, thank you for the gift subs. Thank you so much, Calendria. And we got a hype train going on already. That's amazing. So welcome, Mike. We're going to have a lot of questions for you. Because
I'm ready.
We're going to do some talking as we play through this. Obviously, we always do a good shout out to the mods. Everyone give some mod love in the chat here. I don't know, what do the kids say? Press F and chat for the mods.
So that means we're dead.
Yeah, for respect.
Yeah, put L in chat for love, for mod love. I don't know how to do this shit.
F to pay respects. What kind of a gamer are you, Nick? Come on, just F to pay your respect.
I'm a 39-year-old gamer. That's what I am.
Well, then you should know this.
We didn't have this shit.
The experience and time.
When I was a kid, we were playing
Learn
Mario.
streamer lingo.
Yeah, I should do at some point. But well, some mod love to Kemi and JenVonLee, who's going to join us on this stream because she has a lot of questions from Mike Kovac.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's here. How convenient.
Yeah.
So many
You happen to be
questions.
here.
Yeah, chat. If you have a question for Mike, then throw it in the chat or at me, because then I'm more likely to see it.
Oh, more gift
And
subs.
I
Thank
will
you
get it
so
to it. More
much.
gift subs. Hype.
Thank you,
So much
BTR
hype.
Love Angel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm still learning this whole world. Also, to everybody who was here for the Hot Wing Challenge, I want to thank you. We did that last Friday. Hasn't even been a week yet, and I think Jen watched some of it, right?
I tuned in at the very end, basically. I just saw you suffering. That's pretty much all.
That's the only part. That's the only part we wanted
You
to
saw
see.
the pinnacle of the suffering. Yeah, that hurt really bad. But thank you to everybody for even just hanging out or donating whatever you did, because it made a big difference. And we raised over $2,300 for St. Jude Research Hospital, which is a great foundation, and they've helped a lot of people in my family, a lot of people that we know. And would I do it again? I want to say no, but I would, because it was fun. And maybe we'll get Jen and Mike on this next one. How would you fare with
My
Hot Wings?
favorite thing is the fact that you actually reached the goal an hour in, and then went for another hour and just ate the entire bottle of love.
Dedication.
Between Travis and
What's
myself,
wrong with
we
you?
went through half a bottle of Last Dab. Half a bottle. That's insane. That should last.
Does that
you,
one
like, 6
actually
months.
taste good, or is that one of the ones that's just pain in a bottle?
It's just battery acid.
It is so hot that flavor is irrelevant at that point. So
See, I thought Last Dab tasted nice. But
it's better if you what we use it for mostly is if we make like any kind of stew or soup or anything. And you put a couple of dabs in it, yes, it changes the flavor palette and it heats up the whole thing. But yes, we were like drinking and my lips were like flame red. I looked like the damn Joker. Jabberoni, thanks for the gift subs. Jabberoni's here, my buddy, who I think I'm going to be meeting in Maryland at a convention. Hello, Katie. Yeah, these are all people that helped and donated as well. So, yeah, we had a good time, and it was a very different kind of stream. No games. We just got to know me a little bit, and I tried to answer some really profound, deep questions about my life while my face was melting off, literally, onto the floor.
Perfect.
Yeah. But, yeah, so let's have some fun, guys. Thanks for everyone for coming back. I see all the familiar names, and we always just appreciate your support, so thank you so much. But yeah, let's get into the game, and please give questions to Genevieve and Mike. This is your time to get to know them. And yeah, let's jump in. And we're gonna take some breaks today. I want to try to get through Krauser's boss fight today. We'll see how timing goes. But I have the regenerators to fuck with for the first time, and I'm very excited.
Oh, yeah.
Wishy boys.
The regenerators
so happy
have always been my favorite BOWs in Resident Evil. They're horrifying.
Well chosen. Well chosen.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna get into this, and you guys just keep up the conversation. All right, can we all hear the game? How's it sound?
Oh, yeah.
The lag and everything is all good.
Spicy. Nice.
Okay. Let's see, where are we?
No lag, no nothing, no mic issues,
We're
no
getting,
stuff.
we're getting
We've
good at this.
done it.
Jen, we've come a long way.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. It's just, yeah.
I won't jinx it.
Well,
Mike, now you played through this game, didn't you?
Oh, I have, and I don't think I can accurately describe how much I enjoyed it. Resident Evil has held a close place, a place inside one of the ventricles of my heart since I was young, and it was very surreal to be playing the game that we all got to have the joy of being in. So yes, I that's the longest answer in the world, but yeah, I played through it. Yeah.
I remember you messaged me too when you experienced the fight with Leon and Krauser.
Yeah.
It's a little emotional.
Yeah.
We had a good time on set filming that shit.
Heck yes, we did, and I'm just gonna tip my hat right now. At least this one's there. You, my friend, are phenomenal. I'm just putting it out there right now, dude. That I could not have worked with a better person in general, and Leon. Just such a great energy on set and off, in the volume and out of it.
I appreciate that. It was just the chemistry between everybody. We've been saying this. We've had a lot of the actors. We've had all the actors on board. Well, a lot of them, I should say. And the chemistry was just good between everybody. You know, just a good project.
Very, very much so. Such wonderful, wonderful storytellers that had such a great concept of the game overall and their parts therein. If that makes sense? Yeah, it was great.
All right, now let's finally get back to the game.
Susie is the floating door that we all cling to in the middle of the freezing ocean.
Damn it. It's a good scene.
I've never seen that movie.
For something?
What?
I know.
Titanic?
No. I mean, I've seen enough of it that I know pretty much exactly what happens in the whole thing, but I've never watched the whole movie.
It sinks. I'm sorry to tell you.
What?
Okay.
Spoilers, Mike!
I'm being told
I'm
that
sorry.
I'm quiet still, and so I'm gonna turn the mic up just a little bit. How's that? Is that a little bit better, guys? Yeah, and I'm
You
a
sound
little...
great to me.
All right. I might... There we go. That's about as loud as I can get.
Don't touch anything. We'll just turn your volume up, chat. You'll be fine.
Ooh, good scene coming up. Sorry about the dings.
That is some heavy fog. Leon's navigation ability. Oh no, I'm sorry. Ada's navigation abilities at this point in time should really be lauded.
You look like you've got something to say.
I have something to ask you. But I don't think I'll get a straight answer.
Broody boy.
He has so much hairspray in his hair right now.
Yes.
It is not moving.
No, that's hours of
At all.
sweat, I think. That's
You know, after the incident.
sweat.
Got to be
dry.
glued.
Either that or that
Try to save
windscreen
one
is
person,
really
100
doing its
others
job.
die.
I'm just saying.
I guess I changed too.
You. Leon S. Kennedy. You haven't changed.
This is.
You just think
What does
you
the S stand for?
Scott.
Scott. Okay, there you go. I knew you would know.
So here's my
It's
question.
either that or a smolder.
Smolder.
Have
Ooh.
you changed?
Ooh. what
Shiny hair.
yeah.
Or are you just trying to use me again?
What do you think? We're here.
Such a mysterious woman.
So mysterious.
Don't think too hard, handsome. See you later.
Be careful of anyone with a grappling hook outside of Batman. I'm just saying.
Story of my life.
He just needs a nice
Totally
girl.
on.
That's what he needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, the
I need
island.
some therapy.
Yeah, he does. Okay, I have not played this yet. I watched my brother play this back in the day, but this is my first go around, and I'm very, very excited. I don't remember everything about it, to be completely
I
honest.
love the island.
What if I can shoot
I'm
that
a
out?
rare apologist for the original island. I love it, and I love this just as much.
I
The
wonder if
nice
that's gonna
thing is
make
that they're all
any
so
difference.
different. All the areas are so wonderfully different.
That's true.
I don't know if this
I have
makes-
it there. Oh. There was a question for Mike earlier before everything went insane, so I shall ask it now.
Yeah.
From Sivy says, you talked a bit about which characters and people he drew inspiration from for Krauser in the cast stream. Was there any mannerisms you did to better convey Krauser, like the knife flipping you just had ready on tap?
That's awesome.
Oh, so
There you are.
hold on. If I understand the question correctly, who was I drawing from, kind of thing, or
Yeah,
or,
and were there any
yeah.
mannerisms that you kind of
Let's avoid
threw
this.
in there to better convey, along with the knife?
Gotcha.
play?
So for anybody that wasn't on that stream way back when, his voice was loosely based off of James Hetfield's voice before James got vocal training, and Jake the Snake Roberts as well.
Love it.
Yeah,
I didn't
and
know
so-
that, dude.
Really? Oh, I, for some reason I thought I talked with you about it there. So, Hetfield, if you watch the documentary Some Kind of Monster, that's kind of after he had vocal training. But before that, Hetfield was only at least in the version that that I heard, Hetfield only became the singer of Metallica because he was the only one that agreed to sing, and they're like, "All right, you're the singer now." He had no training whatsoever, and as a result, when he was kind of like growling his voice and things like that, it just tore it up. Same thing with Jake the Snake Roberts. He blew out his voice, which is why he's so quiet in interviews and promos. He can't yell. And of course, Krauser ended up yelling, but so much of that was that kind of untrained, bottomed out, destroyed voice. Yeah. That was the basis of the vocals.
That's wild.
Try
man.
that
I
on
didn't know
the
any of
side.
that. That's
I can
James
definitely
Hetfield.
see the Jake Roberts in there. 'Cause he's my favorite.
Well,
of all
now
time.
don't get
I love
yourself
Jake.
killed now.
Oh,
He was who
I-
got me into wrestling in the first place. And my friend had
got
it on
to-
TV. And,
I got to attend a seminar with him, a wrestling seminar, probably 8 years ago, something like that. And I don't know, I think that he is just that character. He's a very interesting individual, in the best way.
Yeah, I'd love to meet him. He's one of the few that sound egotistical there, but he's one of the few that I haven't met and been face to face with, and I'm like, oh, this
One
needs
day,
to happen before, one day. Yeah. Ugh, I think he's fantastic. But yeah, I can definitely see that in Krauser. Just the sinister.
Yeah, and then
Sinisterness.
I guess just rounding out that question, there's so much of it after that. I know I keep on tip my hat to you there, Nick, but it's true. A lot of the physicality kind of came out with working with the rest of the cast and seeing where everybody else was placing their bodies and then going in relation to that, so that we were puzzle pieces fitting together as opposed to kind of jamming into one another there. And Nick has got such a wonderful presence for Leon that it was there was a little bit of Wolverine and Sabretooth kind of vibes going on with some of it.
Really?
Yeah, I can see that.
That's interesting.
Oh man, you are totally the Wolverine to my Sabretooth for sure.
We've been talking with a lot of the cast members, and just all this, none of the scenes that we did I felt were a stretch in any way. Meaning they just all made sense, felt natural,
Yeah,
Yeah, we got lucky.
very much so. And Genevieve, I really have to tip my hat to you. I will one of the scenes in the game that I thought you were doing such a great job, and to everyone playing the game might have seemed like a nothing scene, was when I throw you over my shoulder and walk away with you. To everyone that played the game, all 4 of us in that scene, none of us could look at each other due to the spacing, and Genevieve was over top of like a platform or something like that.
Not a stool, but like a wooden thing.
A wooden thing, yeah. Genevieve was doing an amazing job of acting in this total vacuum of being able to touch in with anybody, with everybody, other than vocally.
It is so weird. Mocap is so strange.
Yes, it is glorious and strange. But yeah, all the scenes seemed very, very natural and flowing, and like you said, Nick, there was nothing in there that I could peg as like going, what the heck are we doing?
Right. I just wanted more, you know.
Yeah, same with me. Yeah, I'm totally. I want to see Krauser and Leon like the good years, things where like where everything was great. The buddy cop movie, exactly.
Right, and that can happen.
I'm totally down to that. Cool.
We need a whole prequel, please.
Would be fun.
And there's so much more I would like to say, but I think we'll leave it until you actually get there. Spoilers.
Ooh, did I miss that? Right in the ass.
Right in there. Yeah.
I missed that. I want to go back to it.
Wait, what did you miss?
There was a barrel back here, I think, but I need every resource. Oh, you know what? How do I switch that? Interesting. I'm probably gonna jump around.
Oh, whippy head. Aw, yeah, you got there. You got there. Nick, I don't think I've ever asked you this. What's your favorite firearm in this game so far?
That's a good question. I'm just a big fan of the Silver Ghost. I use it all the time. His main gun. It's kind of boring, but I would say Shoddy. I'm a big boomstick fan in these games. I love shotguns.
Just the classic shotgun, or are we talking about Raygun?
I think the riot gun is probably my favorite. In fact, I almost wish I kept it and that I didn't switch over to the striker. But this thing right here, the Skull Shaker, is pretty cool too.
Yeah, the Skull Shaker is really, really cool. I love that.
That's the Terminator gun.
Oh yeah, I didn't clue in on that at all.
Oh yeah, when he's on the motorcycle.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
This is not a powerful handgun though. It's the only problem.
Or that guy was really committed. He was like, I'm not going down. They've given me a job. This door, nobody's getting through it.
I think there's smarter ways to play this section, but again, I don't remember much about this. I'm playing this very much like for the first time, and I watched my brother play this just once.
You're doing great.
Ooh.
Lasers.
Whoa.
Many lasers.
Bit of a labyrinth, this.
A little bit.
Did you know you can use the big pig-headed guy as a shield up here and get through the lasers without having to do any of that?
I know there are a million shortcuts, and yeah, I've seen some videos, and there's a lot of creative stuff to do in this game.
Shortcuts miss the sceneries, though. Ooh.
Silver Ghost is actually very, very close to my 2 middle names.
What is your middle name? What?
My two middle names are Sterling and Ghost.
That is
Your
awesome.
one of your middle names is Ghost?
Yes.
I love it.
How am I just finding this out about you? You became even cooler in like the last 2 seconds. What the heck?
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
I want a cool
That's an
middle
amazing
name.
Yeah.
I don't even have a middle name.
You have no
You have a middle name?
2 and 1 is Ghost.
I also have 2 middle names. Nick, we gotta get you.
It's got.
Aiden Christopher.
Hayden Christopher. That sounds nice together. That's a nice flow.
I was this close to being Aiden Kovac before my grandfather stepped in and went, you know, I've always wanted a grandson named Mike, just putting it out there, and then he backed off, and
He got his way.
yes, he did, yeah. Aiden's a great name, but I like Mike, it's good.
Out of the way.
Again, the guts on these guys, listen, I know that he just blew away all those guys, but I've got a crowbar, and I'm pretty sure that this is all we need.
I mean, they're insects. They're not.
That's true, I guess that's right.
Not thinking with huge brains.
Yeah.
They're just
But
like,
that he
kill.
he did get off a quippy one-liner and then went in. Crowbar swinging. Ooh, nicely done, sir.
My knife's almost gone.
I did like that aspect of change with the game. I thought that was a cool game mechanic.
Stealth. I think I like it because it's not a forced part of the game. Hello, sir. It's not a forced part of the game. It's just an option.
Yeah, you can do it if you want. If not, all good.
Yep. Which is cool.
And again, the
love
German
that.
suplex is the best way to deal with
So
this guy.
So good, isn't it? So happy they put it in there again.
Yes, I think people would have been. I would have been very upset if they removed the German suplex.
Oh, it's Kitty. Hi, bub.
Ooh.
Kitty?
Hi. Kitty is here. Mr.
Hello?
Marcus.
Hello, kitty.
Kitty cameo.
I knew you would come say hi.
Oh.
It's Fuzzy Boy.
Poor cat's like, I didn't agree to this. What the heck?
Hi, bud. You came in here. This is what you get.
This
beautiful.
is what happens.
How you doing?
Oh, he wants to sit on my lap.
Oh, looks like
He wants to
Grace
sit on my lap.
Grace KND92 does not have a middle name either. Woo! To the no middle names. That's actually a what do you call it? A tradition in my Italian family where one person in every generation does not have a middle name. So my mom doesn't have a middle name, her mom didn't have a middle name, and I don't have a middle name.
Sounds like the beginning of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. One
Yeah.
person in every generation.
Yes.
Maybe.
No middle name.
Yeah.
One generation also becomes a vampire slayer, but it's
Nick, is there something you're not telling us?
Maybe, but you know what though? I wanted a middle name. I know it was a tradition, but part of me when I was growing up, I was like, shit, I kind of want like a really cool one. And I was about to go to City Hall and register one for myself. And I was gonna give myself the name Cipriano because it sounded like mafioso.
That's pretty cool. That's a cool middle name. You can still do that.
I can still do that, but I would break the tradition, but then I could be like, yo, I'm Nicky Cipriano. Nick Cipriano.
And you don't want
Apostolides.
that? Come
Like,
on,
it would break my tradition.
Make your mom mad.
Yes.
Was the name I gave you not good enough?
Yeah, I only need 2. Alright, where are we going? Ooh! Oh yeah, it's about time.
I think my mom has the longest name ever. Like the longest legal name. She's got like 16 names. It's insane.
Ow. Do you know all of them?
No. That's like I know Kathleen is one of them. Oh my god, no, I can't say her whole name. She's got like 4 last names, 4 legal last names, I believe. Yeah, 4 last names and then like 13 or something middle names.
Rocket launcher?
And they're all on there, kind of thing. They're all.
Yeah, she's had some issues where like her mother was a little bit different, and she has like half of her legal ID had one birth date, and then the other half of it had a different birth date. So she doesn't actually know which day is her real birthday. And
Interesting.
they would like move a lot, and her mom would just add new names to her name when she was a kid, like
kind of a
legally
cool story,
change
though.
it. So like
That.
it's just a weird mess of birthdays and names.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, she spared me that. You know, she just gave me the 2 middle names and the 2 last names. So
Well, if they're
But
cool.
feeling it-
Sterling Ghost. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, Sterling Ghost is very cool.
I used to hate it when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I was like, "That's weird. Why'd you do that?" But now I like it.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a super cool name.
Like, I don't know anyone with the same middle name, so
2 German suplexes in a row.
nice.
Oh, we got these guys. Yeah, I'll save it.
A couple of people asked questions earlier, but I had to refresh my chat because everything was going funny. So if you want to send me them again, I will ask them.
Again, these guys dedicated. You cannot fault them that.
They're determined.
He's really trying that one over there.
He's
He's like,
still going.
Really trying.
It's gonna happen.
This guy.
oh lord, he trying.
Employee of the month, here I come.
Wow.
Yeah, over extra brownie
Oh, okay.
points.
Now you're quitting. Okay. He was trying. Let's see. That's about it. I gotta utilize my environment better. I'm running out of bullets. So, Mike, what have you been up to since we saw you last? Since
Just
we
really keeping
were
Ashley.
at the stream.
Oh,
April 2nd is the last time I saw you.
yes. I've just been doing a lot of training there. I've been doing some voice work on some projects there that I can't quite go into until they actually come out. And been still working on wrestling. Actually, I've been doing a bunch of wrestling with some outfits in town, and yeah, and there's a project that that it looks like I'm working on in the summer. It's shooting actually in my hometown, and so I'm
that's
very
cool.
excited to be able to go home for it and see my family for. Since leaving town, I think the longest I've been kind of back in there has been like a total of 3 weeks total. So I'd be back there for like 6 weeks for filming. So I'm excited about that.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm trying desperately to book something in Boston so I can be home with my family. Same thing. It just gives me an
Right?
excuse to hang
Yeah.
out with them. And you know, as I get older, as they get older, I want to just be with my mom, and my dad as much as I can.
Absolutely, for sure. That totally makes sense. Heck yes. And Genevieve, I actually I've known. How have you been doing? What you've been up to? We're in the same city in this.
Pretty
And
good. Yeah. I mean, there was a decent amount of, tapes that I had to get done, but then now there's the writer's strike. What the writer.
Yeah.
That's affecting
Yeah.
Give them what they
everything,
want.
guys.
Everything.
So I'm happily just taking a seat as I wait for them to hopefully get what they want.
Exactly. I hope that as well.
Yeah. It's pretty silly. If you look at their requests, it's like
Very reasonable things in my mind.
really
I
reasonable.
totally agree
And the
with you.
fact that
Yeah.
they're being told no is just like,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I
yeah.
agree.
but other than that, like, no, I've just been, my sister,
Doesn't look
my
like
siblings are in town from Montreal, so I've been spending time with them quite a bit because they're leaving soon, so. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. That sounds
Spending lots of
great.
time with my family.
Heck yes.
Yeah, like rented a little boat for a day, went out on a boat. That was equally fun and terrifying.
Oh, terrifying. Why?
It was just a little choppy. There was some it was a little wavy, and it was just like a little speedboat. Like it wasn't a big fancy boat or anything. So we were really bouncing.
Just some white caps. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Go faster. It's
I didn't know you can like rent boats.
Casual white caps.
Yeah.
sort of in like one of the harbors near the city, and you can go all the way out to like Bowen Island with them. But I thought it was like, okay, so we can like tootle around the harbor. That's what I assumed we were going to be doing. I thought we were just going to be kind of spending some time in the harbor, and then we just kept going, and I was like, this is surely too far. We were like going between the big barges and stuff. It was a little crazy. It was fun.
Yeah, I would also be very worried about that.
They're huge. You know they're huge. You're like, yeah, obviously they're enormous barges, but then when you're like on a little tiny boat next to them, it's just like, oh my god, this thing's massive.
Yeah, that is insane. That is wild. I used to work down at the Steveston Fish Market as a fishmonger.
I love Steveston.
Good times down there. I was working down there. No, I had just finished working down there. Where I don't know if you remember that video footage of the seal that grabbed the little girl and pulled her.
Yeah.
Literally right next to it there. That was my work. That was my work down there. Yeah, we were because I came back to work like a couple days later, and there was all these signs up of like, "Do not feed the wildlife." I was like, "What happened?" Yeah, and then they showed me the video.
Yoinked.
Yoinked out by the sea lion.
Scary. That would be scary.
Yeah.
They're big. They're not.
They are big.
They're
They will
huge.
mess you up too.
Yeah.
They're called sea lions. It's in the name.
I remember when I was a kid, we would go out to Steveston and buy like a little thing of shrimp and throw them in the water for the swans.
Ooh, you give them some shrimp. That's very
like
nice.
The little tiny ones, maybe the tiny little shrimps, not the big shrimp, not the like prawns, but the little guys. I
Geese
don't know.
would come by and be like, "Get out of here, geese! This is for the swans. They get shrimp. You get breadcrumbs. Go for that." Yeah. Speaking of dogs, though, my poor small dog had its first encounter with a Canadian goose.
They don't mess around either.
They do not at all. He wasn't like, my dog wasn't even doing anything. He was just like, "Wow, what's this new creature here? Maybe we can be friends," because that's his general attitude with things. And the geese just saw him and went like, "Absolutely not!"
They
and just
hiss and bark.
Yeah.
It's baby time for them. They're just being extra protective because they've got their babies coming.
And they're called goose lions.
Cobra chickens.
The full Latin name is goose lioness.
Oh, everybody shout out to Wee Claire. Hello, Wee Claire. I was just streaming some Left 4 Dead with her the other day. Just like, I think yesterday. Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah,
Classic. Yeah.
I was busy murdering people in Fortnite, so I can go.
You gotta teach me Fortnite, Jen, one time.
Yeah, hop on in. It's a good time. Chaos, but we like chaos.
We like chaos.
Chaos can be beautiful.
Alright, where we
I was going to ask, Mike, wrestling. Back to wrestling, because we got some really
Ashley.
That's a dream.
This is really... We're trying to focus on people as wrestling, okay?
Yes, wrestling is the important thing. I just have one other question, which isn't particularly interesting. But do you know of ISW out in Canada? That's run by like one of my best friends in the world.
ISW, where is that out of?
Well, he lives in Ottawa, but actually I can't remember where it is he based it now, because I'm a complete idiot.
No, it's all good.
Hold on a minute. ISW
it's very good.
Because I don't live there. I don't remember the names of the places, which is fantastic.
Because hearing you say it, it clicks in my mind as like, I think I've heard something about it there, but I've also had a lot of concussions. So it might just be made up in my mind. But a firm maybe. A very, very firm... Ooh, you are. And down he went.
That's why I like the boomstick.
And the guy with the electric prod is like, maybe if I move in slowly here, we'll be able to...
Need a key card.
For Ashley.
I'm just taking a nap. Just a little nap.
A little nap, ma'am.
Okay, just anything.
Slots. Ladder, maybe. Yes.
Well, the owner of ISW is a guy with a name that I can't really say on stream because it's not particularly family friendly. But he was the inventor of the Lego Deathmatch. He was the first one to ever do it.
That's cool.
That's an amazing claim to fame. That is fantastic.
That's awesome.
So I was just like, are we in an even smaller world? Do we know even more people?
That would. We're gonna get further down this line and be like, I'm related to you.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
Hello, we're
Yeah.
neighbours.
The thing that I
You,
thought you were.
What were you gonna say?
The thing that I thought that you were going to bring up is that in the UK, I think he's retired now, but there is a professional wrestler named Michael Kovac.
Oh right, yeah.
And if you go on to IMDb, there's Mike Kovac and there's Michael
Yeah.
Kovac. And for the first however many years of my career, we kept getting confused with each other.
Right.
And so I thought that was going to be it, but I was wrong. Happily so.
No. Dear Scotty and Tanel.
Just
Good people.
very small world. Very, very small world.
Yeah, really small world. It's a shame I had to give up because I just did not have the time once John. Because I was doing John's site before he got signed, but then he got signed, and everything went insane. And I was like, I don't have time for anything else.
For anything else, and that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Good people.
Good people indeed.
And also, I have more questions for everyone. Kemi, who's the other mod here, is just frothing at the mouth to know if Genevieve met Misha Collins while on the Supernatural set, because Castiel was a favourite character on the show.
I don't think the episodes that I did were with him, but I do believe I've met him at like events here. So not on set, but I'm like 99% sure I've like conversed with him at some kind of thing here. But the other boys were very nice.
Nice.
And I think one of their wives is named Genevieve as well.
Oh.
And it was confusing. We were like, he was saying, oh, this is weird. I keep hearing Genevieve and being like, huh? But
Yeah, I keep doing that in these streams. Like, Jen is doing that. Wait, what? Oh.
I still think it's hilarious that you're on that show, and that was my introduction to you, and I didn't even know you.
I was a child in the first episode I did, so
But you
that
were
makes
so
sense.
good, though.
How long were you on Supernatural, Genevieve?
Oh, I did 2 episodes. I did 1 episode in the first season, and then 1 episode in like the 14th season or something.
I've got some new items
Right on.
in stock.
Child, adult.
And were you the same character with both of those? I'm totally uneducated on this.
No, I was the first one. I think I was the kid who like called Bloody Mary in the mirror at a sleepover.
I saw that one. Yes.
Small baby me. And then my sister was the scariest creature in all of Supernatural. I think it was like the 2nd or 3rd season. She was the little changeling girl who was like sucking the life energy out of the mother, and the mother tried to like drown her in the car. Like put her in the car, drove it into the lake, and then she goes home, and then the daughter is like sitting at the counter all dripping wet. That was my sister, and she gave so many people we know nightmares.
Amazing.
Yeah, she was creepy. She was very creepy. I had to live with her.
A well-tuned weapon can make
Very
up
cool.
for a lack of skill.
I was also on Supernatural as the familiar to Leslie Odom's Jr.'s character from Hamilton and other such shows, and he is the nicest individual in the world. Other than everyone present here, he's the sweetest person.
I think that set, like the last season, the one that I did as an adult, I don't think I've ever been on a more like smooth, well-organized show before. We left early, multiple days. We finished everything early. I have never had that happen in 20 plus years of doing this. That was the only time I've ever left set early because we finished everything. It like boggled my mind how smooth and well-oiled that machine was. It was a crazy set to work on.
That is very
doing.
notable.
Yeah.
Heck yes. That's insane.
I was like, wait, what? I didn't know that was we can do that.
Are we allowed to? Shouldn't we stay here for 16 more hours? What? Actually, that's a good question. Nick, what's the longest you've ever been on set for?
Probably like 20 hours, 22 hours on some of the like independent, like low budget stuff I was on a long time ago where we just needed to finish. Everybody's just, you know what I mean? It's, but those were probably sets that like we were really invested in. Everyone was down to just create art, you know. I would say about 22 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What about you, Mike?
I've had some long ones.
We did a 72-hour film fest
those are fun.
project.
Those are awesome.
And really cutting to the chase through very poor decision making. The same sort of thing of like 22 kind of hours. And Peter Harvey, who has gone on to be a wonderful producer of many things there, was the gentleman that was putting that all together. And in the middle of us creating this thing, we took like a meal break that turned into a bar break, and then came back and kept filming. And it was foolish. It was a foolish choice.
Things on sale, stranger.
Yeah, I think
Nick, it sounds like you were like very disciplined. We went to the bar, which, Genevieve, what about yourself?
It's insane.
also about a 22-hour day, but it was not. It was on like a full production, and the overtime was so weak. I'm not gonna lie, but we were really tired. It was like it was a show that we had a lot of. I personally had like 3 hours of hair and makeup every day, so I had to get there super early. So there's like 3 hours of makeup, and then we were doing a bunch of stuff with like guns and squibs and stunts. Like it was just a crazy day, and we only had the location we were filming in for that one day. So we had to get everything done, and like there was so much, and things were just going wrong. Like I had also, it was the first time I ever used guns on a set before. And that's
a big day.
It was a big day. It was a lot going on, and like there was just some stuff where I had to like get some guns out of like a belt, and they just kept getting caught. It was just that wasn't the only thing going wrong. There was plenty of other stuff going wrong, but yeah, it was it was a big one. But we did get very good overtime, which was nice for my.
I was gonna say that does sound nice. I don't even know what echelon of pay that falls into. But, I hope
that's what it does.
Yeah, it was a lot. I've never done that much overtime on anything before. Like I've done a few hours of overtime, but never like we went 22 hours of just chaos.
So tomorrow's
I have to
call
yell
has
at
been-
Nick quickly.
Oh,
You killed a chicken.
I know. I
I'm
saw
very
that.
Angry with you.
Am I not
I
supposed
saw
to
that as well.
No, chickens are off limits.
Why would
They're
you?
just minding their business.
It's the sub.
Trying to
point.
assist.
One of these
The
days, we're
sub-story
gonna
of
get
this
to the bottom
entire-
of why you like chickens so much.
Why don't you like chickens so much?
Yeah, what have you got against chickens?
How do you know they're not infected? What if
Yeah,
they
that
bite
is a
me?
good
Not
question.
infected.
What if
Do they
bite
attack
me?
you? The dogs attack you. The dogs get like
Chickens
extra
attack you in
teeth.
this. Chickens attack you in this.
Chickens attack you anyway. That doesn't mean
They're called chicken lions.
Whole string just
You-
devolves.
Disrespected their personal space. That's why they attack you.
Well, look, in real life, I love all creatures. Okay, we'll say that.
I once lost an entire Fortnite squad match to a chicken, because they have chickens in Fortnite as well, and I was...
Oh, really?
All of my squad were down. I was the last person standing. I was on 2 hit points. I was hidden behind a rock, trying to heal, and this chicken ran up behind me and pecked me, and I died.
Okay, that's the funniest way to die, though. She died as she lived, being pecked by a chicken.
Yeah, great.
I love chickens.
The betrayal.
They're so funny.
They are.
They have
I
so
just
much
like their-
personality.
Their ability to keep their head in one place when they move.
Right? Oh, what's
Yes.
that called
Yeah.
again?
I can't remember.
Has like a term. I'm gonna look it up. I want to know.
The ones in Fortnite, if you grab their feet, they can help you fly.
Oh, that's
But they sing
cool.
Rider, but they cluck Rider the Valkyries when you do it. It's really funny.
As it is in life, yes. That's
Yes, I would grab a chicken and
Gaze
fly through the air.
Stabilization. Apparently.
What was that stabilization?
Gaze stabilization.
Ah.
chicken emotes in the chat.
Chicken emotes. There we go.
Optokinetic head movements.
That
That sounds cool.
I'm gonna take a little tiny break.
Yeah, we've got regenerators.
We
Fun.
got the generators coming up, and so we're gonna take a tiny little Oreo break because
Spooky.
holy shit, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it's a little creepy.
Just got stress sweats going on with the regenerators.
They're squishy.
They're a little squishy.
Squishy.
They're a little ugly
Yeah.
and squishy, and
What do you think they smell like?
Booty regenerators this time around.
what do you think?
Yeah, they did
smell
not-
I don't know who made that
Yeah.
decision.
I don't want to think about what they smell like.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not good. Decaying bodies.
Yeah.
That's how they get you,
Probably
though.
not great.
If you walk into a room and you're like, "Is that chestnut? What is that?" Ah,
Yeah.
and then
Smell like roasted chestnuts.
yeah,
I smell pepperoni pizza.
It smells so like warm and cozy. I'm thinking of Christmas. Why?
why?
Yeah.
And then right then. Yeah, and going back a little bit there, I don't know who on the creative team was like, looked at the original model and went, "Can we make them thicker?
Yeah.
I want them as thick as a bowl of oatmeal. That's what I want." That's
Yeah, that was a life choice that happened there.
Yeah, but you know what though? The one point
Nope.
of them is that they're off-putting. They're just disturbing. So I don't
They
care
are.
what they looked like in this one. I just wanted them to bother me on like a metaphysical level, and they do.
Yeah.
they real yes, heck yes.
I wasn't too bothered by them initially because I was like, well, I know what to expect, and they pretty much look the same because I could see it through the little window thing.
Yeah.
But so I was just casual, nonchalant about it, walking around, doing my thing, and then it started to run, and I was like, no, they run now.
Yeah, I was not prepared for the running
And
at all.
it's not even
No.
a run. It's like a.
Like throwing themselves.
A fast wobble.
There you go. Thank you. That's perfect. It's
Fast wobble.
It's a fast wobble. But it's like, oh my god, oh my god. I think it's more terrifying than a run, to be honest with you.
Hey everyone, are we taking a break in here? What's going on? What's
Wait,
going
who's
on?
that?
Hello.
Is that a Suzi
Talking
line?
about thick regenerators. That's
Yes,
what
we
we're
have fallen upon thick regenerators. So welcome
down
to
with the thickness.
Yeah.
Oh wow, cool. How did I know? I guess my thick radar was going off, so I had to
Like-
pop in.
Sense it.
Your thick dar? Yeah.
The thick dar, yeah.
I've got a lot
Yeah,
of
it's
feelings
really-
about this.
Oh my god.
These regenerators have been doing squats.
It's really funny
also-
because I heard you guys talking about the running. Like that was they only did that on professional difficulty in the original, but Capcom was just like, why don't we just make them do that on every difficulty?
Take
now?
that, everybody.
No, take care, Claire. Bye-bye.
Also, Kat is in the chat.
Oh,
Hi, Kat.
Kat is here.
Good to see you.
Hey,
Hello
Kat,
to
what's up?
Kat.
Hello,
Everybody
Kat.
give a shout out to Kat.
The second cat of the stream.
Hey, how do we do
Yes.
how do we do
Sorry,
like
I'm
shout
doing
outs?
left.
Like
I'm doing it.
how do you do that though? I'm just curious.
You can do it one of two ways. You can either do / shout out and then their name, which I just did, or you can do the exclamation point SO and then their name.
Okay. Oh, shout out.
And there's a
makes
different
sense.
kind, so that's the one that comes up and says what they were last playing.
Oh, well,
All that
yep.
business.
Kat's an amazing person. She's also streaming as well. So give her a follow, check her out. The Thickenators.
How many Oreos did we just have? One?
Well,
Got to add to the Oreo counter, you see, it's important stuff.
yeah, I had about 4.
Oh,
No, two
Right,
just then,
okay.
but I've had 4 on the stream.
oh, okay. I'm behind.
I don't have Oreos.
No,
I have
well-
Pocky again.
Nick, you are an Oreo menace. Like you bring Oreos everywhere with you. You just have a little packet just at all times.
Emergency
idea.
Oreos.
I saw somebody
Yeah.
somebody in chat was saying like, "What's up with the Oreos? Does he just like them?" You can tell this is probably your first time with us, so welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome. Yeah, I just
Like
you know,
is a soft word for it.
Yeah. Nick, weren't you telling me? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, weren't you telling me about the ice cream that you make with Oreos as some sort of base?
Yeah, it's really good. I call it Nikki's
Just-
ice cream. It's made
Yep.
with a really good vanilla ice cream here. You can only find it in California. But if Canada has like a really what's like would you say is the best ice cream in Canada for you guys? Would you agree? I'd wonder. You and Jen.
I mean, there's an ice cream store downtown that has like ice cream that's won awards all over the world.
What's it called? Why have I never?
Area.
Why have I never heard of this?
I don't know. Next time you're here, we'll go get ice cream.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
It's called Bella Glaceria, and they've won like ice cream competitions in like Italy and stuff.
Jeez. Okay.
Pisses off the Italians.
Okay.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's really good. They've got like neat flavors too. They have like a black sesame one that's really good.
Oh
but
man, okay.
That one's like you go in and get the ice cream, not like the grocery store ice cream.
But that's okay. So what I would do is if we have another barbecue in Vancouver, I will go there and buy a bunch of just, singular vanillas or whatever, and then
I think you might be able to buy like a
maybe
styrofoam
there,
thing.
Right? Yeah. So I would buy a couple styrofoam ones of there, and I would mash up a lot of double stuffed in there, make my own Oreo ice cream, and it'll be the best thing you ever had, Mike.
Let's do it. This is a win-win situation for me. This is, yeah.
Wait, were you ever here in the like summer when the weather was nice, Nick? Or were you just here when the weather was meh?
No, I had a couple sessions like between like May
nice.
and in October, like
nice.
And in between July. I was in July.
Nice.
It's beautiful.
We can do like get everybody together again.
Yes.
So what's everyone's vice then? If Nick's vice is Oreos,
Oh my god.
Jen, Mike, Susie,
I
what
see.
are your
Cass-
vices?
Cass's Ferrero Rocher.
I was literally just about to bring that up right when you said that,
Those little
Jen.
hazelnut
I was like
chocolates.
those are my favorite. Dude,
Those are good.
like if I'll buy one that has like 20 of them in them and they'll all be gone. Like by the end of the
For
day.
you.
Like it's so bad for me. I'm just like, I need to just keep eating these.
Those
like,
are good.
okay.
And you can dunk
really-
those. If you dunk them in Nutella, it's like hazelnut on steroids.
Nice. Nice.
Genevieve, what's one of
Tams,
yeah?
Pocky, and Tafifi?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I
What's
like those.
Tafifi?
It's like, I think it's also hazelnutty chocolate stuff kind of inside like a little
Coffee
caramel
cup.
cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they're kind of hard to describe actually.
Tofifi?
Yeah, that is.
Oh, my
Yeah.
They're good though.
I'm
I like that. And you can like pop them out of the case. It's like, they're like
It's very
little
satisfying.
half circles and you can just, yeah, I like those.
Why do this
Yep.
stream always goes to food really quickly?
We're hungry beasts.
Yeah,
We've had cheese streams. What was the last time?
Cheese tree.
Oh, we found out that Genevieve regularly eats wallpaper.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Excuse me.
god.
I missed that.
Like daily.
It was one time.
She's eating her
I
house.
was a baby.
She's eating her house right now. Actually, she's halfway through her bedroom. She's gonna move on to the bathroom tomorrow.
You act for 20
We
years.
just get the backdrop of all that's left of Genevieve's house at the moment. It's just this wall.
I'm slowly eating my entire house.
You act for 20 years. You eat one piece of wallpaper. Are you the actor? No, you're the wallpaper.
It's on her resume. I eat wallpaper.
You need someone
So-
to use
Trying to
wallpaper.
cut
I
back.
have experience.
She's down to a wall a day, you know.
It's true, chat. I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
You can't escape this, Jen. You brought it up.
What have I done?
Well, no, I brought it up today, but you brought it up in life.
You brought it up in life.
I did. That was my own fault. I have no one to blame but myself.
Hey,
And the delicious wallpaper.
How did it come up? Were you like, by the way, so I do eat up wallpaper. I just want to.
Talking about-
We were
Like,
talking
yeah,
about
strange
weirdest
addictions.
things
Yeah,
you've
it's
eaten.
we were talking about
Yeah.
like strange
because it was
things.
who hasn't eaten Play-Doh.
It went to Play-Doh. I think it went to crayons or something. Or
Yeah, we had
silly putty.
crayons.
About biting silly
Yeah.
putty because of the noise
Yeah.
it makes.
The snap, yeah.
Yeah, it's satisfying.
And she
I would
just-
still bite silly putty.
But Mike,
I was the only-
now. What's your weirdest and what's your vice?
Okay, my vice is easy. Everyone that knows me for long enough knows that I love candy. Just like, especially like penny candy, like candy you can get from corner stores and stuff like that. I love it. and in especially particularly sour stuff. If anybody's familiar with warheads, I love warheads. Yeah,
Warheads.
I love warheads.
I used to put them under my tongue.
Ooh,
It's making my mouth water.
You like
now.
suffering.
Just thinking about it.
We like
yeah. And in terms of weirdest
You like
thing,
suffering. Not me.
I'm trying to think of the weirdest thing. Okay. I'm gonna do a placeholder. I've got one of the weirdest instances of eating something that was normal but in a weird situation. I was doing a touring theater show in Winnipeg, and I was desperately ill, and it was minus 52 out. Degrees Celsius, and I couldn't go anywhere, and I was very, very ill. And we didn't have kitchenettes. We had we weren't allowed hot plates, so I had this like bar fridge kind of thing where you'd like try and keep as much stuff as you can. But the one bowl I had smashed.
Oh no!
Because I was so cold, and it fell on the ground, and I was like, oh, I need to eat something. And how do I do that? So I had these frosted flakes, and I ended up having frosted flakes out of the ice bucket in my hotel room. Very, very ill. And finally, yeah, I thought it was great. And then my friend Catherine Fodham, who was also in the show with me, came over and looked at me and just was horrified at this golem-like creature eating out of an ice bucket.
That's not. I thought you were going to tell us that you started eating the cracked bowl.
No,
I thought that's where you were going. So
I wish I had. Yeah.
I started eating that ceramic, and boy, it was good.
Yeah, it was
the crunch.
Yes, the crunch is the texture thing.
I've seen that on that show, My Strange Addiction.
Yeah.
People are literally eating the strangest things. Bits of wall. Bits of wall.
Yeah, bits of wall.
I'm a contender. For
Jen,
that
it's
show.
time to bring that into
you
light.
might win, Jen. You should.
I think.
You gotta start
Maybe.
practicing. You gotta start training. Get her some wallpaper.
I haven't eaten wallpaper in 30 years.
Good for you. Good for you, Genevieve. That's
slacker.
I seem to recall you sending me a picture, and you were like, "You see this wall, Susie?" And then I was like, "Yeah." And then 5 hours went by, and then you showed me another picture of the same wall, and there were cartoon chunks taken out of it. So, and that was just yesterday. So I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I've got the evidence.
All right, keep this up because this is great in the background.
While this goes on, I'm gonna get something as proof of my love of candy. Hold on, I'm gonna stay in shop, and I'll be right back.
I'm gonna keep going, and I gotta fight these ugly bastards at some point.
What about you, Jen? Did you say what yours was? What your vice?
My addiction. Mint arrow. I'm obsessed, but it's got to be in the fridge for a really long time.
That's good.
It's a mint Oreo, yeah?
No,
Arrow.
mint arrow.
Oh
What
my
is?
god!
Oh, arrow chocolate.
The bubbly bars.
Yeah, that's my. I can't not. And like, if it's a big bar and I can't just be, I'll just have one little. No,
Impossible.
no, that bar's gone. Goodbye.
I think Nick has a serious addiction. When you said arrow, and he goes, "You say Oreo?
Yeah.
Did you just say Oreo?"
Sorry, like me, you know.
Nick lives in a world
God.
where everything is Oreos.
This is it, guys. This is it. This is. I can hear them already. Holy shit! This is my favorites and my least favorite at the same time.
Did everybody
Breathing
go
like me when there's when there's arrows around.
What was
Did
that,
we all
Jen?
do that? Did you guys all go trick or treating as a kid? What was your favorite
yeah.
Halloween candy?
Yeah.
What was like the one that you were the most excited about?
Reese's peanut butter cups all
Ooh.
the way.
Nick, you and I agree on this for sure. Love Reese's. Yep.
We got that and Warheads
Genevieve?
in common. I love it.
Yep.
I really
I love
like
Halloween.
Butterfingers.
Ooh, Butterfinger. Good
Yeah.
choice.
Ah, yeah.
And I also, this is maybe a little weird, but I was always really excited for the tiny boxes of raisins because I thought the tiny boxes were really cute.
Did you
I
eat
wasn't
them
necessarily excited
as
for the
if
raisins.
they were wallpaper, or was that...
Oh my!
I just liked the little box. I thought it was cute. And I also really liked rockets, which I think in the States are called Smarties, but Smarties are chocolates in Canada.
Yes.
And rockets
Yeah.
are like the little kind of chalky candies. I liked those as well.
I did. I loved Halloween growing up, but so I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and my neighborhood was actually one of the most popular neighborhoods for giving out candy on Halloween. So like,
Ooh.
Did you get
I
the
gave out-
bars?
Well, I gave out candy mostly. Like that was like my family's tradition was we stayed home and gave out the candy, but dressed up the outside of the house like the scariest thing a kid would be scared of. But snow caps were my favorites, and we would get them. We would get an extra amount of them, just so at the end of the day we could eat them. If the kids didn't take them. So.
I don't know what snow caps are.
Yeah, what are
We have
snow
those in
caps?
Canada.
Oh, those are the little
Snow
circular
caps.
chocolate things with the little white. What do you call those? Little like
They're like little beads. They're like little white
beads of sugar.
Oh,
beads.
They're so
Interesting.
good.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
You need
okay.
to try that.
they taste really good.
Interesting.
But
I'm
They
looking
look
this up
good.
too.
It's like a little piece of chocolate with sprinkles on it.
yeah.
Cute.
I wish the UK was as into Halloween as you guys are over there. We don't. Halloween in the 80s, growing up in the 80s, was in the UK was a struggle. A bit
Oh.
like taking your life into your own hands. Mostly you got pink shrimps and then these horrible little candies called purple violets, which was just like depression candy. It was just like a piece of chalk that's coloured purple and tasted nothing.
Shrimps.
Enjoy
What are
that.
pink shrimps?
Pink shrimps.
They're like these
candy.
foam shrimp things, and then we get bananas as well. And
They
they're
kinda
just
look-
really dry and boring.
They
Nick,
look
you
like
have it right
Old
now.
I
marshmallows.
have it. It says insufficient power.
Yeah.
You gotta click the button.
Yeah.
I tried that before and it said, "Get out of here, buddy."
I
thought I
did
had
the
it.
exact same thing.
Yeah.
FYI.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Jesus
That's
Christ!
a bad skull. That's a bad skull.
That explains the migraines. I'm just saying.
Oh, look
That
at
might be it right there.
This is the
kind of
creepiest thing in
experiments
this
they do
entire
here?
game.
That right there.
He's having
Yes.
a bad time, that guy.
It is so
You-
creepy. Can
you
you
think that-
imagine?
You think that is creepier than the regenerators themselves?
Yes.
I've read
We
this.
could add audio to him though. That would make it seem great. That could just be like a chiropractic kind
Getting
of
a
like.
massage. He loves it.
Ah.
Right there. Oh yeah. Right
It
there.
looks like he's eating danger noodles.
Yeah.
There you
okay,
go,
buddy.
There you go.
Oh.
Oh my
Yep,
god.
Yep. Yep. This is not good. I have the scope and it's right there. Yeah, that did it. I think. Come on, one more right in the chest. Come on, buddy. Come on, right there in the heart. No. Oh my god. Okay.
I think you might have to book it.
We're not gonna bug it.
What you get for
I'm gonna
killing
waste all my
chickens.
ammo like a champ.
Oh my god.
There we
I
go.
want that ruby.
There we go.
Wow, the thick boy. Oh wow, that was awesome. Okay. I'll take that gold ingot.
They also kind of look like the eye guy from Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh yeah.
Oh
bit.
yeah. That's my favorite
That-
movie.
I
Really?
love that movie.
Such a great movie.
Yeah.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
I went and saw that movie on like a screener, I think, with my mom, and Doug Jones was there, and it was.
Oh my
cool.
goodness.
That's so cool.
He's
I
so
got-
cool.
I got to work with Doug Jones on a film before. He's
Oh,
a
yeah?
really,
That's awesome.
really nice guy. Super
Yeah.
humble. He's
I
I would
am-
love to work on anything he'd be working on because
I
bet
am
it would
just
be cool.
melting over here. I love Doug Jones.
Yeah,
Oh,
Doug Jones is the best.
oh. Not
You
over
guys
there.
are great.
Sorry.
Got a raid from Zealous Art. Hello, raiders.
Hey, oh, we got a big raid. Zealous Art. Zealous Art, thank you so much. What's
Hi.
up, everybody? Yes, welcome to the Raiders. If anybody does not know what this channel's all about, my name is Nick Apostolides. I voiced Leon in RE4 Remake. And we have joining with us Genevieve Buechner, who plays Ashley, and Mike Kovac, who plays Krauser. So we have some of the actors on. So thank you so much.
It was not just voice. We did performance capture. The whole
What'd I
thing.
say? What'd I say?
Voice.
You just said that you were the voice. You did a lot. I remember you doing
time
that.
for IMDb to add a performance capture category. It
Yeah,
makes no sense
for
if they
real.
don't have it.
Seriously, and they don't. But anyways, yes, we did a performance capture as well. Thank you for the reminder. I almost forgot.
I hate having to explain that to people. Just being like, oh yeah, this is the actor who played Leon, and they're like, and whoever I'm talking to is like, oh, the voice actor?
Like,
No, the actor, the whole guy.
Have you seen
Yeah.
Roger Clark, who played Arthur Morgan in
Yeah.
Red Dead 2? He is on a one-man campaign on
Change
Twitter
that?
to
Yeah.
change people's thought of that. He gets very, very upset.
Good for
about
him.
it.
Really,
Yeah.
Yeah, he really goes in. I'm like,
As he
"Go,
should."
You go.
it is a lot though. It is
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
It's different. It's not no shade to voice actors because that's a whole world of itself, but performance capture is different.
It is the one I prefer, to be honest with you. If I had to choose between just voicing something and embodying them, it's 100%. Yeah.
Oh, I agree. I love it. It's so much fun. It's so much more immersive.
Yes. You feel it. You just feel it. And if
Like-
you know, like look at all of our scenes that we're interacting, especially like the fight scenes with me and you, Mike. It's like if we were just in the back of a microphone and pretending the fight was happening, it's like no, we were there.
We got
Oh.
to do that.
The
exactly.
take with the just taking care of a few rats to that the
my
emphasis
God.
came from
movement.
from the movement of taking the knife out because we were trying to figure out when to do that, and I was like, well, let's just
Perfect.
say it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Zealous Art. Thank you for the kind words, and welcome to the channel. Hope you hang out for a little bit. Get your cookies, and let's continue on. because-
Welcome.
This channel is mostly about Oreos. So
Yes,
yeah.
very thinly
Yes.
veiled Oreo channel.
Now, Oreo, why are we not sponsored by
Yeah.
Oreo yet?
I think that's
Where's
going to
your
happen
Oreo
soon.
sponsorship?
I think we're going to get that going, yeah.
Good.
I would like to
should.
do performance capture at some point in my life. That sounds like fun.
I'm sure.
I've only
that'll-
done
So that, yeah, that for you
I've only
too.
done voiceover, so
I'm sure that'll
Well,
happen.
yeah,
we'll
heck yes.
see. I'll try. Try my best.
Come on out to Vancouver. Do some whereabouts in the world are you?
I'm in Vegas.
Oh, right,
I
you
live
said
in
that
Vegas,
before. Again, the head
Yeah.
hits there.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Come on up to Vancouver. Do some mocap. Performance
Yeah.
capture.
Put you through a table or two. I don't know.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, boy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mike will throw you through a table and hit you with tacks and hit you with a chair with barbed wire wrapped around it.
Okay,
I don't
I have
know how
gone
you guys
through
do
more
it.
tables than I've gone through more tables than put people through tables.
Has it ever
my
gone
God.
wrong, and have you gotten hurt
Jesus.
by a misstep in the
Ooh,
choreography?
The very first time I went through a table, I fell incorrectly.
Oh.
Yeah. Usually when we're doing back bumps, we throw our arms out to kind of spread out the weight there. That's how I learned how to do back bumps. But when you go through a table, the sides of the table bend up as your body hits it.
Yeah.
So my torso hit, and then as I went to put my arms down, the parts of the table went up and hit my elbows and snapped them back together.
Terrible.
And it didn't even look like anything, but I had these
Felt like-
massive, huge bruises the next like the week after that, and it was only upon reflecting back going like, oh, of course, physics, that makes sense. But yeah, I did a regular back bump, and it was foolish.
Yeah.
It was a foolish thing.
So, Susie, that's what you're going to
so
look forward
much,
to.
Though. Like,
I'm
you know,
not
you
looking
can learn
forward
how
to
to
it.
take a bump only so much before other things come into play. The chaos element comes into play. You can't predict how that table's going to go, really. You can't predict how the light tubes are going to react when you smash through them. Or, all this business. So there's always that X factor danger you've got going on. You're just like, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
some
Scary.
nasty things happen. It's just like, oh, that wasn't the idea, was it?
That's not supposed to happen.
No.
Oh, I see.
And I've
Yeah.
And I haven't done a lot of hardcore. Hardcore hasn't been like a big part of my past, but it's just always the weird stuff, planting your foot wrong and turning and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Oy.
For some reason, I've kind of gravitated towards it. Well, John Moxley. The people that just live to be insane. And yeah, it's painful. Especially when it's like, come to the show. And I'm sitting front row and I get to see him get his face torn open. I love this for you.
I love this for you. Nick, you don't have to do this right now. Just letting you know.
I don't have to at all.
You can come back later and do this if you'd like.
No, I'm almost there.
Are you sure about
before
that?
I forget,
I think so.
this is what I wanted to show you. This is my jar of mints with the umbrellas, which I've had since before working on Resident Evil.
They're still there.
Yeah, look at this. Come on.
Refill it.
It's keep on It's just a regular jar with the Umbrella Corporation symbol, and then I ingest the things inside. What's strange about that? Okay.
It's pretty normal
Capcom.
for people to keep food in jars.
Yeah.
Capcom loves hiring fans. I love it. I love it.
Genevieve, I don't know if I've ever asked you this. What was the process for you in terms of finding out what the project was, and other than obviously audition and whatnot there, what went into you getting it? How did it feel to find out? I have several questions, and they're all just bottlenecking themselves.
Well, I did the tape in my bedroom in my other apartment, or last apartment. I don't have more than one apartment. But I did the tape, and it didn't have like any information. It had the code name, and it had no company attachment. It just said it's a AAA game. It's a survival horror game. And then the sides were completely different from anything that was in the actual game. So we guessed a few things. We were like, it's either Resident Evil, Silent Hill. I think maybe at the time of the audition we guessed potentially Dead Space, and then one other game. And then I did the callback in person at the actual studio, and Steve was on like a Zoom call, and I could see that there was like Japanese on the screen somewhere. So I was like, okay, it's a Japanese game, but still didn't know like what it was. And then
the one.
Okay, so it's either gonna be, it's gonna be either Resident Evil or Silent Hill. So it was just like kind of narrowing down the what's it gonna be, which one is it? And then I didn't know fully. Like they were like, oh, you booked it, and then I got the first package of scripts. And actually no, I don't think I got the scripts. I think I just got the character design and stuff. And I was like, oh my god, it's Resident Evil 4.
That is awesome.
I almost cried because I've said it before, but like right before the pandemic, I switched agencies, and I'd been with the same agent for like almost 21 years or something. So I switched over, and the main question I had for all the agents that I was kind of having meetings with was, how do you feel about submitting me for video games? Because I really want to do video games. I really want to do performance capture. And one of them was like, yeah, we could try that. We could we could try to do that a little bit. And then the one that I went with was like, oh yeah, I have people on my roster who do video games. We can do that for you. And I was like, yes, you. And then this one was like, I had one audition for a voiceover in, I think, just like a mobile game or something, and then I had this one. So this was like my first actual performance capture audition.
Would you say that audition was right in the nick of time?
I was like,
pretty good, guys, huh? Thought about that all by myself. As I wasted all my ammo on that one guy.
Nick, you do not have to fight everything. Remember that. Time is of the essence.
Don't worry, Nick, I don't think there's any more bad guys in the game, so you should be probably pretty fine.
It's just smooth sailing.
You're right about the time. I didn't think about the time. Yeah, but
time.
I wanted that sapphire. Also, I'm not gonna be on Neil's stream today. That's not happening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then don't worry about it. Kill everything. I thought your crazy uncle Neil wanted to hang out with you. That's why I was
He did, but he
saying
couldn't.
that.
He couldn't. Oh, I know.
Okay,
I
Neil.
remember this
Okay.
part. I remember this part. Holy shit! when my brother,
I just got
played
a
this-
shiver because I thought you were gonna just shoot them all and free them all
No,
right now.
my
Like I
brother
thought you
threw-
were gonna do that.
My brother threw a grenade in the middle of this room, and all of them shattered. And I was like, "Why would you do that?" And he
Why
goes,
would you do that?
"I don't know why I do that." I was like, "Well,
I
now
was
you gotta
taking
kill
them
them all."
first before triggering all of this.
You've just made them angry, if anything.
It was funny. It was comical, and it was great. All right,
And
now.
I saw someone ask. I've done one other game after this one, but it was just the mocap. Like there was no voice stuff. And it was actually a game that Michael Adamflate was on, so that's where I met him first. I had no idea the actor who's the merchant. I had no idea that he was in this one as well, and we got along super well doing that little game. And then I found out that he was in this one too, and it was very
Isn't that
exciting.
awesome? Small world, guys. Small,
Very small
small,
world, yeah.
industry.
What about you, Mike? I imagine you had to do a little bit more like fighty stuff than I did for my audition.
Our auditions our part of our audition story is very, very similar to one another. I got the audition notice when my wife and I were out at a cabin with our family, and I had no printer out there, and it was like 8 pages of dialogue in a scene that does not exist. It was totally fabricated. I had no idea what the project was, obviously, and I was sitting there going, am I gonna write out by hand this script and like dedicate time during this during the vacation to like try memorizing it, and what are the chances, and I don't know, and because of where we were, I couldn't. Oh, you're doing great.
Nice.
Yeah, that.
This room
I-
is a great place to cheese the 2-for-1 trophy because you can just line up to pluggers. While they're in the pod. And
Yes, I will do
That is a good one.
actually. And it's also another good room to throw a grenade into
just in case, just if you want to,
and
just for
activate
funsies.
these and activate them all. We could do that.
Did you end up
for the lols.
writing it all out by hand?
We could.
Yeah, I wrote out the entire script by hand, memorized it. We only, my wife and I had to drive home on our final day, get home from driving, film it then, and I sent it off, and I was like, there's no chance in heck I'm going to get whatever the heck that was. I have no clue. And then it goes more into parallel with, they called me in for an in-person audition, and I did a little knife fight with no one.
Nice.
In the middle of an empty room, I did a big old knife fight. Yeah, just an extended knife fight. And I think I had 5 separate audition meetings with them. On audition number 4, they told me what it was, and I was like, oh my god! Then I'm gonna shift some things for you, so you, yes, no problem. I'm gonna not freak out. And same thing. I almost cried when I found out about it.
You were like, I will knife fight no one as many times as you want.
As many times as you want. I will for sure do that. And Steve and I got to have a nice sit-down, like 20-minute kind of long conversation as well in there. And at the end of that, I was like, I hope I get to work with him. He's so wonderful. It was great.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he did the same thing with me as well, and I didn't know I didn't know what he'd worked on or what he'd done before, and I basically spent the 20 minutes like gushing about games that I love, and some of the games that I was talking about were the ones that he directed. So
That's good. That's fantastic.
and I think he knew that I didn't know that he had done them, so it wasn't like I was, bootlicking or anything. I genuinely was just talking about the games that I love.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, that's lovely.
Yeah.
all of this is a great segue into a question that was asked earlier and is in the queue from a person with a fantastic name. It's Source Monkey Grippers.
Wait,
I think
Source Monkey.
What was that?
I love it.
Source Monkey Grippers.
Nice.
I think I saw them
I don't
open
know
at the
what it
Commodore
means, but
recently.
it's fun.
That's a great indie band name. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. They wanted to know, Mike, did you have to do any more training than what you already knew to play Krauser?
I did go in and do some more weapons training, if only because it was a wonderful excuse to do more weapons training. Thomas Potter out here is one of the people that does a lot of. If anybody saw X2, the second X-Men movie there.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So Thomas Potter and his crew was one of the people that did the assault on the X-Mansion. Cool. And I had done a bunch of tactical stuff with him as well, and at that point in time, I had no idea as to whether or not, or how much firearms use we were going to be doing with Krauser with things, and so I was like, well, okay, I'll go in for this as well. Why not? And then with the knife stuff, I was very lucky because in the room, we kind of had actually. This is my practice knife, and we were able to kind of bring this into the space and
Shit. Look at that. I just love it. You just like nonchalantly just.
We could censor this up, but we also had another one in the room as well, and that's enough for me today. It's
oh shit.
But we were very lucky because the team was so great to be able to kind of like work with the weight, because the weight made such a huge difference in terms of the
wow, it's badass.
The flippability. Too light is not great, and so they were able to kind of like weight it how it needed to be there. That
looks like my practice knife, the one you got, Mike.
Never leave home without a teaspoon. That's the best life advice I've ever had.
It is the sentence of the day. Never leave home without a teaspoon.
Yeah, you never know when it'll come in handy.
Ooh, Oreo time. Yeah. So in short, I got to do a bunch of more training, if only because it was a lovely excuse. Nobody was like, "You better freaking train in this" or anything like that.
But let me ask you this, Mike. Now, of course, as actors, if you didn't have any knife training, you'd still play the character. But do you feel like your knife training, your background, you understand that it becomes kind of an extension of your body because there are no bullets, you know? Do you think that affected your performance at all, or his attitude? It's just like almost like a pride with a knife fighter.
Oh,
we've all seen those movies where it's like, you know, put your gun down, fight me like a man, like, you know, fist to fist, or knives. And does that affect your attitude approaching a character like Krauser?
I would say that like if we're gonna get like into like the real world sort of like application when it comes to like blade and if you ever want to see a very funny but very interesting movie, you can. It was still on YouTube. I think it still is on there. It's called Surviving Edged Weapons. And
oh my god, that's insane.
Did
thing
you see
is crazy.
Oh yeah, that's insane. So it's made by, I think it's and Suzi, please correct me if I'm wrong. It's made by the Detroit Police Department.
It sure is.
I see this now.
In the 80s, and so they do all these recreations of like crimes that happen, but it's all made with the police department. So they've got these cops playing these roles, and it's also right in the middle of the Satanic Panic era. So one of the things that they're like breaking up is this like satanic shaman like about to kill a kid and stuff like that. It's just totally out there. That is the part that's like hilarious. The other side of it is they put together all of these exercise scenarios with cops that initially the thing that they say is like, hey, you're going to go into the simulation. There's these people in the back of this store. You don't know what they're doing. And just go in there and see if you can find out what's going on. And the knife experts that they had on the other side of things, they were stealing all this stuff, and then when the cop got close enough, their instructions were to just draw their knife and see if they could stab the cop, and they had rubbers. If they could stab the cop before the cop could react, and they had to change it up because the cop died in every single scenario. The cop didn't have enough time to get their gun out. So then they changed it to they put them in a parking lot with no cars in it. They're like, all right, this person has a blade. You can't draw your gun until you see them get their blade. And they tried to figure out how far away somebody could be before the person with the knife could get to the person with the gun before they got shot, kind of thing. And the closest, the closest that they could be without getting stabbed was 21 feet. Within 21 feet, they died every single time because
really?
the person was just able to draw their blade and get to them. The person couldn't draw their gun and get off an accurate shot within 21 feet.
Wow.
Fascinating.
So that kind of gives relevance to what Krauser says. What I always tell you about knives. Knives are quicker.
Knives are faster.
Knives are
yeah,
faster.
and
That's cool.
Blades are a very, very scary old fighting technique there, and guns are great. Guns are out of bullets, and yeah.
That's crazy, man. But I think there is a pride that goes with that.
Well, thank you very much for following me down that incredibly winding 1980s story there. But surviving
cool.
edged weapons, it is bizarre. It is a very interesting
Very violent.
It's extremely violent there.
I gotta see this now.
You'll look at that and be like, Kovac, how did you come across this? Why?
I think you're coming up soon, though. I think Krauser is
Yep.
coming up after the. Yes, all right, we're almost there. Oh, I can't wait, Mike. I can't wait.
Nick, you have to go to stream view.
Yeah. I would have watched this whole thing. I would have played the whole game. Ignored chat.
We're just sitting here like, okay.
Oh, all right.
This is great.
I got to improvise a really cool moment here.
You're gonna be okay.
My buddy James Poirier, who taught me, he trained me in firearms for short films and movies back in the day. He showed this to me. I actually did this chamber check in a short film called End of December, actually. And so I got to suggest this on set right here. Yeah.
The press check,
I thought it was pretty flashy.
That's very cool. Everybody loves
one-hand
it.
that?
One-handed, yeah.
Ooh! I did not remark upon that the first time. That is snazzy.
I cannot do that with a Beretta, Nick. I don't know why, but I just can't.
It's very tough with a real gun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you guys probably had like little make-believe weapons.
Yes, it was.
Weapons with
That was
little bobbles all over them.
That was a rubber gun. But yes, my friend James showed me that chamber check on an airsoft gun.
Nick, you're gonna have to show me how to do that because that was pretty smooth, buddy.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm from England. We don't have guns.
Yeah.
I know nothing.
Can you stand?
Oh, this is sad.
Louise?
Aw.
Oh.
He was worried about you.
Oh.
Till the end.
Not nice. But
Come on.
That was such a
don't
my
sad
favorite.
moment. Because
Let's get rid of
Krauser
these
had to
things.
kill him.
It turns out I missed. I was actually aiming for you and I hit him, and I was like, whoa, yeah, that's...
I'm sorry.
Here, come in. There's a lab where we can remove the parasites. Had a crazy hunch that you'd know where it is.
Why is she muted? That's weird.
Oh, yeah.
Controller speaker, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
maybe.
Whoops. Huh. Is that a settings thing in options?
Yeah, in the game.
It's weird. I never changed it, but
Was there like an update recently? Because I think the options reset when updates happen. Let's see.
Audio.
I think it's an audio, yeah. And then go all the way down, I think.
Controller speaker. It's on.
It is on. Yeah, I get a reset or something. Was there an update?
Comms
Jen?
only.
I'm sorry. Forgot.
I haven't seen
Just
one
turn
in a
it
while.
Off.
Turn it off completely. Yeah, you're
Right.
good.
Okay. Yeah, it must have been an update.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, we are on to Krauser. Holy shit. Let's do this.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love spoilers for my video, but I love how the characters are like so invested in each other's survival. Like how that's like the first thing that Ashley asks, you know, is like, "Where's Luis?" You know, and then like when Luis is dying, he's like, "You have to save Ashley," type of thing. That's really cool. Like,
It makes
They
it mean
care
more,
about
which is
each other.
nice. Yeah.
yeah.
Black bass, I'll
Yeah.
take you all day. All right.
Cabinet fish.
Ew.
It's only been there for
Delicious.
3 weeks. It's good, guys. It's totally fine.
I just want to know who's like, I caught the fish. Where should I put this?
Just in here.
The cabinets, probably.
Now, is there anything
need
I
you
can
to
do
open
with
it from the
her
other side.
if I go back, all the way back? No? We're only going forward from here, yeah?
Yeah, you only go forward. I don't think there's anything.
Thought so.
I want to show you guys a really funny detail though. If you climb the ladder to your right, like it's like an electrical fire massacre. Like yeah, just climb up there and then turn. You see all the wires? Look at all the wires. To your turnaround. Oh, good line.
Oh,
Look at that.
Oh,
Who would do this? Huh?
Do you know,
shot.
do you know that
It's just-
intersections in Thailand look like that?
Really?
I have pictures of, yeah, like above the streets. It's like that
Scary.
times 10. Yeah.
Oh,
Behind my
God.
unit looks like that.
Really?
Hidden cables. I don't care. YOLO.
We don't need to hide
You-
you.
you wrangled the cables, right? Oh, yeah, for sure. I did.
Yeah,
Look
they
at
look
that.
great.
We find the beauty in madness. Okay, blue medallions. Yes. That's going back to the beginning. I think this all circles around. I think.
Oh yeah, now you've basically got like free reign of
Nice.
the places you've been.
Right. Awesome. I love it. Cool. Okay, blue medallions. Let's work
I
on
have
that.
some new goods that might welcome. Got some rare things on sale.
See, this is somebody who needs their own game. There's the merchant.
Absolutely.
Your eyes.
Yeah.
That's the way to be.
Merchant Simulator. Come on,
Yeah.
Capcom. Can we be the merchant? Selling
Oh,
things to
my.
like downtrodden heroes as they come through.
Stranger.
And different heroes in different games,
Yeah.
you know? Just, yeah.
He's the merchant for all.
Yeah. The higher level you get, the more important heroes you're serving.
Yes, amazing.
What you see is what I've got.
I will try that because I've never fucked around with this one yet. I want to try it.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're doing it. What?
Where you gonna put
Just so,
your
such
pocket?
indignation. What?
You're
Give it a
a
whirl.
man of good taste.
And sell this guy because I don't think I need it anymore.
Ruby's all rubbish. He makes
So many people in the chat were saying that that wiring situation is very common where they live. So I guess
Really?
Oh,
I'm just a neat freak.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. But hey. Let's
I think
see.
there needs to be some investment and some
Why not try
fire
your hand at a gun, stranger?
safety situations.
Very.
Your life.
What do we want to upgrade? I don't know. This
A
could be fun.
well-tuned weapon can make up for a.
This
If
could
you
Bringing up the
There you are.
sorry, Karen.
sorry, I was just gonna say if you upgrade the CQBR's power and then get the exclusive upgrade, it
This
kills
kind of work is
everything in like
about
one shot.
finesse, stranger.
Really?
Ooh, that's good.
Because it's
Goes
a
a long
rifle.
way.
You know, it uses rifle ammo.
See how that feels, mate.
Oh,
I
right.
can
Fella like
I can
yourself should notice
afford.
the difference right away.
No, that's a lie. I used it. I used 30 on
My back is
the
killing
silver ghost for headshots.
Years haven't been
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
to us,
It's all right. It's all right.
Good job. I love
I'm
the
up.
silver ghost.
Well,
Yeah,
that
lots of
don't
people in
get
chat
you
bringing up the Master of Unlocking line, and I'm just thinking hopefully we'll have Genevieve on Nicole's stream when she gets there, so we can have a throwdown in the two Masters of
Ooh.
Unlocking.
Yes.
Throw Showdown.
Who's the true master of unlocking?
One of my friends, JTag, made a mod for Ashley to give her Jill's beret, but it's an orange version of
I
it.
saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Amazing.
All right, Ashley, let's fuck some
Mods
shit
are
up.
so impressive.
Let's see.
Boy.
Oopsies. All right.
Look at you.
Look at you.
Ashley is very supportive in this game.
Right?
She really
Especially
is.
towards the end.
Yeah,
She
she's
could have been
great.
like, "Hey, shouldn't we go? Like, there's some things I don't."
What are you doing? Can we leave?
Save the president's daughter. Also, there's these medallions that if you have an extra 5 minutes, we would.
I
Do you
love
happen to
that
see, like, a
line
blue
in the castle when Leon jumps across the chandelier and she's like, "Who does that? What's wrong with you?" He's like, "What are you, my mother?"
That was a good one.
I love this.
We did that line quite a few different ways, actually. I think of all of the like voiceover dialogue in gameplay, we did that one the most different ways.
Well, what was the other direction?
Like kind of pissed off. And then there was like they wanted a balance of like, you know, kind of scolding but also being impressed, which is kind of like a weird combo. And then sometimes it was like sounding too much like I was being like your mom. It was just a lot of like flips between really impressed or just really shocked or scared about it. Like I think that one we tried the most different ways before they got it the way they wanted it.
Yeah, I think they definitely went with the right one because she just sounds
I
so
think-
amused. Like, who
Yeah,
is this
I
crazy
think-
person that they've said?
I think they picked a good one. It made me laugh. So.
Mr. President, we're gonna send this guy. He's great. Don't worry. He's not a cowboy.
One
He is-
dude and a gun. He's
Yeah.
gonna fix everything. Yeah. Question from Shakykins in the chat says, Jen, if they gave Ashley one weapon to defend herself with, what do you think she would use?
Oh.
Candelabra.
Great question.
Yeah, she just keeps the candelabra the whole time. I don't know. I feel like I do think like a knife makes sense. I can't really picture her with a gun at this point in her life. Like maybe later they'll like do some training, but I just can't imagine. Not that you don't need training with a knife, but that's the one that makes the most sense for this.
You would think she would pick something up off of somebody, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and there's
so many
knives
people
all over
dropping
the
things.
place. So I think
Ashley
maybe
with a
knife.
mace. Like,
Oh my god.
Bear mace
carrying
on her
it around
chain.
is so heavy. Like,
Oh,
we can
oh,
throw
like a
this.
mace. Oh my gosh.
Mike, what would be your weapon of choice if you couldn't have a knife?
Oh, in the world of Resident Evil?
Yeah, and then in real life.
Oh. I feel like I'm gonna like really out myself to the world and seem even stranger than I am right now. So I'm looking off to the right because so I work as I do stunts and whatnot, and there's a wall of weapons off to the left of me that are all stunt oriented weapons there. None of them are sharp or anything like that. I'm gonna say like just a machete. I'm just gonna go with a machete. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of that lives in the knife world, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that too? That's not a great answer.
like the
then,
knife's
is it?
like
Machetes are
stepbrother.
terrifying. I'm scared of machetes.
that you're completely right. I'll go with something completely different then. I'll go with like a sap. I'm gonna go with a sap. That's what I'm gonna go with.
What is a sap?
What is it? Yeah.
A
Like sap from a tree? That's
Hold on,
He's
a
just
second.
gonna
It's really
throw
sticky.
a tree at them.
Sticking my enemies so they can't move.
Yeah, exactly. Try attacking me now.
Okay, so a sap, and I'm just gonna get the technical definition. weapon. Sap weapon. There we go. What is a sap as a weapon? Is a leather club filled with a metal rod or bar, lead, sand, or other material that can deliver a crippling blow to a close quarters fight. So this
We call that
is,
something else here.
this is a sap. It's very, very flexible, and it's
shit.
yeah, it's extremely easy to kind of like have in your hand, and just kind of. I think that they're illegal in certain places, and they're just like
Yes.
yeah,
I feel like that could do some real damage.
Oh
We have
my
one of those
goodness.
at the tattoo studio for reasons I won't go into.
that-
definitely not legal here.
So it's flexible, and then it's got this is just like a lead head on it there, and it's very, very like concealable, and then like it comes
Kill
out that kind
someone
of
with
thing.
that thing. Crack their head open.
It like straight up like it would be So I'm gonna go with a sap, just like just yeah.
Why do we have this, Mike?
Yeah.
Why do we have this?
This is the thing is that. So I work with Fight Directors Canada, and we do a lot of stage and theater shows that we use this. And I'm just gonna like real quick this over, and there we go.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Whoa.
So.
Oh wait, we gotta see this. Holy shit, man!
Nice.
So it is like
Oh, you got
that's
the
a bit of them,
size for
anyways.
Raphael's size. Oh
Yeah,
man.
no, it's just like again, this is for work. The internet is really going to be like, yeah, this dude is not on the line.
Wow.
But they are all for work. Like they're kind of everywhere. There's like a lot of training weapons, like sort of places and whatnot there. And so
Jeez, that's cool.
I
have
feel
a
like
ton
I've
of
walked
replica weaponry, so yeah.
Yeah, see, there you go.
I've got Harley Quinn's baseball bat and Negan's baseball bat. I've got Riddick's blades from Pitch Black.
Spoon.
I got my spoon, Mike.
Nick's got a spoon, so he's ready.
With your
But that's
arsenal,
really-
with your arsenal and my spoon, we can take on any army the planet could throw at us.
See, this is the thing: is that if I showed up to a fight and everybody had all these weapons, and then one guy had a spoon, I'd be like, "Stay away from that dude. That guy is definitely the one you don't want to fight."
Thank you for the raid.
We have bows.
Midnight.
Thank you, TV
Yeah.
Midnight.
Like if I had to pick a weapon, I would pick bow and arrow.
Bow and arrow.
Ooh, good choice.
Because you shoot. You're a shooter. Yeah. You're a
This kind of
power
ruins
shooter.
my question though, because it's sitting to the left. But my silly next question was going to be, zombie apocalypse. Your weapon is an object directly to the left of you right now. What have you got for the zombie apocalypse? But I mean, he's fine. So.
It could be to the right.
To the left, I have this.
Yeah.
It's my microphone.
You've got a microphone. Excellent. So you're boned.
Would you be on my team, Jen?
The power of my voice.
Absolutely. You know,
I have room spray.
Oh, Neil Newborn just raided. Hi, Neil Newborn.
Oh, Neil Newborn.
Oh, hi.
Neil, thank you so much. We're gonna be doing a stream, Neil. Everybody follow
Uncle Neil.
Uncle Neil. Everybody follow Neil Newbin. I'm gonna be doing a stream with him. He's a dear friend of
Newbin.
mine. I don't know if it's Newbin or Newbon or I'm just gonna call him Uncle Neil.
I think you're the only person that I know that says Newbin, but
I don't know. Well, anyways, welcome everybody. Hi, Neil. Everybody give him a follow. He's a great streamer, incredible actor, he's director, you name it. Neil does a little bit of everything, and he's a good friend of mine. So,
yeah, he's great.
yeah, thank you. And I'm gonna pop on your stream really soon.
And
I did a
don't call
Resident
on Nick to
Evil-
get you through an apocalypse because all he's got is a microphone. Somebody in San Diego just gifted 50 subs.
Somebody
That's
in
a
San
lot of
Diego.
subs. Holy shit.
Somebody in San Diego.
Cut me up.
Jeez, thank you. You all are getting subs now. I better see you every single stream.
Wow.
You have everybody give some give
wow.
Let's see what emote do we want to see? How about the fire breath? Let's see some fire breath for that hot gift sub there. Let's see that fire breath. Cuz I still feel it.
Oh god, yeah.
Where is it? Where is it?
Do you have any taste buds left after that? Like, is flavor returned yet?
Those Oreos tasted like cardboard just now.
Excellent.
Oh
Just
my
a
god.
desperate hope to get it back.
Let's see.
Numb tongue.
The chat is a little bit more behind us than usual, Nick, so because
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
lag earlier. So it's going to take them a minute.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Oh,
on a longer
I
lag.
didn't know that my stream kind of screwed up because of that.
They'll figure it out one day, you know, it's fine. One day.
Yeah, here we go.
There's the fire.
There you go. Hey,
Fire
look at
and the
that.
gurneys.
Woohoo.
Yeah, thanks so much, Neil, and thank you for somebody in San Diego. Thank you for the raids, everybody. Just thank you all across the board. Yeah, there's the fire chat right there. I like that. Yeah,
That's crazy, dude.
that's a good emote. I like that.
I love it. Yeah, my idea, by the way. My
I
best
know.
idea.
That was
my best idea.
Suzi, you are loaded with ideas.
I was gonna say I did a stream of Resident Evil Village with Neil one time, and it was 2 hours long, and we didn't get past the first 10 minutes of the game
Why?
Why?
because Neil had a 10-minute story about every single item in Ethan's house, and he would not stop talking about every single thing in his house. And at the end of it, I was like, "Well, okay, see you next time." Like,
I'm like the complete opposite. I just like blow through things, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that was cool." Anyways, here we are. Oh, shit.
yeah.
That's funny. Well, thank you. I'm gonna continue because we do have to fight Krauser at some point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let me get back
Yeah.
to this.
And Genevieve, what was your weapon? What are you getting through the apocalypse?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, an arrow.
No.
Is that
What's to your left?
Oh, to my left. Oh, it's a spray of like
Oh, excellent.
room spray. So
Is there alcohol in it though? Because you could
You're
do
winning.
a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it doesn't say. No, I think it's just like ylang essential oil.
Well, at least
I'm gonna
they
smell
good.
real nice.
Also-
Yeah.
Is that how you pronounce that? I have never known until right now. I just have avoided it.
Am I wrong? I might
Oh
be wrong.
wow.
No, I wasn't. I have no idea. So I'm believing you.
It smells great. However you pronounce it.
What about you, Susie? What's directly to your left? Are you surviving?
I guess I'm gonna have to go Frank West mode because it's my new computer, and I guess I'll just hold it in both my hands and swing it like Frank West from Dead Rising. You know,
Okay, there you go. There you go. I
it has a 4090 graphics card in it, which is the size of an Xbox. So
That's a beast.
Damn.
That is a beast.
Was that a Leon action figure I just saw?
It
or
was.
bust?
And his gun's loaded, so I have him to my left as well. So I have a
Yes.
microphone and a Leon doll. But yes,
Not the worst.
it's not the worst thing. No.
I have my iPad and a cuddly toy Fall Guy. So
Cute.
That.
Again, in
you can
terms of
throw the
taking care-
iPad like a frisbee, right? Like you just throw it.
I was gonna like
Yeah, you
jam
can
it
do
in
that.
something's mouth and
There's a lot of damage you can do.
use it that way.
Yeah. Also, thank you for the bits. Everybody's donated bits. See the Baron of Zealand, it's Ninja and Kalinda. I think that's the name. I just can't see it all because my chat is like squished. But thank you so much because I see it. All right, let's get back to this because we need to find Krauser. Where are we?
Yeah, this is the most casual stream.
It's great though. It's great.
Yeah, it's great.
To my left is a small bucket. Oh, blanket, not bucket. Yeah.
Wasn't she
It's
supposed
like
to
blanket
She was
bucket.
supposed to stay there, wasn't she?
Yeah, chat. What have you got?
Supposed to stay there,
Bunch of
Ashley.
pens and a mini Lego Star Destroyer. Well, you know.
Here, hold this down.
Okay.
All right, you stay there. Be right back.
Hold this down.
Figo Fox has her tablet pen, so she's gonna survive. You can stab things with that.
A tablet pen, you could do damage with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it!
But a lot of force
Could
behind
definitely sharpen it, right?
you get there. Dean W994 has got a pillow, so we're not going to hang out with them to
Oh, they went upstairs already? Oh, I'm sorry, Jen. Sorry. Shit.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that goes.
After all that, you went through a door, and you're just, that's the end.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can't
not a
possibly
door.
go through that door.
Ah, jeez.
That's the door of doom.
You don't want me to stay there.
Stay right here.
How many
Don't
times,
stay there anymore. Come with me.
How many times have I killed Ashley in this game?
A lot.
A few. Actually, I've got to add that to the death counter, haven't I? 'Cause-
It is really funny how we are on the island, which is like the end game. Like, there's nowhere else for her to be hidden, and she still gets taken away, and it's like a game over. I think that's so funny. Like, yeah.
Room over.
Neil says goodbye, all gone. Bye, Neil.
Hi, Neil.
Neil, thank you. Thank you, buddy. We'll chat soon.
We love Neil on this stream, you know.
He's a good friend. Yes. Good guy. Really good guy.
This time for sure.
I love things like that door in games like this. The insurmountable end that you can. It's like the foot-high fence in Silent Hill 3, which you can't possibly step over. That's just not. Can't do it.
It's part of the charm, you know.
It is.
It just is. Not really. Actually.
Objects with secret force fields exist only in video games.
You can hop out that window too. You can vault it.
Yes.
Look at Mike Kovac, the pro gamer. I love it. Love to see this right now. It makes me so happy. You know the strats. You know the strats.
I pro gamer nothing. I accidentally did it the first time I played and was like, oh.
Don't worry about it. We're pro gamer. Pro gamer.
Pro gamer. Yeah, that's.
Whee!
Where the hell did she go?
I'm up there.
Oh, wow! He just vaulted with her. It's amazing.
Where's he going?
Yeah, shoot him in the knees. There's no chance that those are still in one piece after that. That's.
Nope.
That man's quads though, in shape.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, Leon just did my favorite kick where it's like Karate Kid, where he like puts his arms into it. It's so rare, but I love it.
It's like a Spartan kick, isn't it?
No, the kick before the Spartan kick. Like he does like a spinning back kick where he like twirls his arms too.
Oh yeah. That's awesome.
With a windmill thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. It makes me happy every time.
And Ashley's like, really? That? Oh, okay, all right. Now let's get
You
those
have
medallions.
guns.
Really? All right. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Can I have one of them? Actually, you've got a couple there. That's.
Hogging the treasure.
It's my special guns, Ashley. You're not allowed.
I think I could have just shot him though if he came into the room like he did just then. I could.
And then he screams, "Give me some space! Give me some space!"
Oh really? Yeah. It is.
Oh yeah. There you go. That is satisfying getting those guys from behind with the grenade. I want to know if they handed out the weapons on the island randomly or if they trained in them themselves. Like, all right, tire iron, machete.
Cattle prod.
You get the force cattle prod. You get the force pike today. Yeah.
Do you think any of them objected? Like, oh man, I don't want the cattle pro. Can I have a gun?
Not today, can't. No, we rotate them. Come on, you know the rules.
I think the cattle prod is interesting.
I think it is too. Yeah.
We're supposed to go up here. This just drops me down, right? Huh, what's the point of coming up here? Oh, there we go.
First time chat from iAmazing says, are they the actual voice actors of the characters?
As compared to the fake voice actors? Yes. It is
Yes.
us. We did the voice, and Genevieve reminded me that we did the mocap too. I almost forgot. Yeah, we did the mocap and voice for these characters and facial capture as well. But we were not the models for the characters.
So, Danielle Lion Arts, not sure if that's how I'm pronouncing that, but I'm going to go with it. There's, did Nick actually performance capture any of the kicks, or were they animated after the fact?
I can't take credit for that. No, I can't do kicks. I'm not very flexible. I can't even bend down to tie my shoes. So no kicks. That was all done in Japan, and I imagine most of it was done in Japan for the in-game stuff, you know. But we did the cutscenes, and that's about it.
Smells pretty bad. You okay?
Yeah. Before this would have killed me, though.
Genevieve, have you ever been in a sewer like this?
Hangs out in them regularly, I'm sure. Who wouldn't?
Oh, kind of cute.
Did I just lose Genevieve's voice, or was that all of us?
Yeah, I think she's muted.
I was muted.
Oh, okay, there we go. I was like,
Okay, we go at the same time.
She's currently eating a piece of wool, as you can see.
Yes, wallpaper. Delicious wallpaper. It's a waffle.
Yum.
Wait
The closest thing I've been in is like the tunnels in Riverview, but it's not sewery, it's just spooky.
I swear, the tunnels in Riverview are a rite of passage for every actor in this town.
Is it really that bad?
It's
Yeah,
not
like-
as bad, they just film a lot of stuff there.
Just a lot of stuff's filmed there, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it depends. I think some people think it's really bad, and some people are like, it's just a building.
Jesus, look at how ugly he is.
Ah, the old slither attack.
Oh my god, it's gonna be the Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
Oh, when this happened the first time, I was freaking the fuck out. Oh,
Get ready,
shit.
Nick. Get ready.
Oh god.
Son of a bitch.
Oh jeez. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Well done. They duck away from that.
One of the coolest changes in this game was that they transform. Oh my god, that's awesome.
Come on!
Oh my god.
Hurt, are you?
Cuddly bastard. When he transformed, David was playing my little brother, and I was just like, oh my god, there's Iron Maiden! And then he exploded and he killed us. Because we didn't know that was gonna happen, which was that was a fun welcome thing.
Yeah, that's a fun new. Welsh Geek 3000 has an interesting little poser for everyone. Which crossover would you rather see? AVP / Resident Evil, or Resident Evil and Evil
This
Dead?
time for sure.
Oh, Evil Dead.
Oh, Evil Dead, I think missed it better.
Okay, we got this.
Resident
Evil
Evil
Dead for sure.
Resident Evil Dead.
Dead. It's a license to print money. Come on. It's
I'm missing mine. Huh?
Like I said on that one stream, like I want to see Ashley with the chainsaw killing Dr. Salvador
Oh, that
from
would-
behind.
that
Like
would
that's what
be
I want to see.
So cool.
As it rains blood.
Imagine Ash and Leon hanging out together. The amount of quips would be impossible to deal with.
if you shouted out Ashley and then Ash is behind you there, we've got. I'm telling
Gold.
you. it's- Yeah.
This is one of my
Get
favorite
this
little.
for me.
Now
Leave it to me,
I
I'm
found
actually
out there's a
pretty good at this
shortcut here as well, and
There is, yeah.
Ashley.
Got
I
it.
love that Ashley is really good at turning wheels. We know
So
this
good at
about her now. She's so good at turning wheels.
I'm actually pretty good at this stuff.
She like turn wheels as like a hobby, do you think?
Oh, a wheel. Hold on.
Excuse me,
Gotta
I've got to
go
turn
turn
this.
so I don't know exactly how to do this, but I think I'm just gonna hustle and make haste and see what happens. This is a nice throwback to the original as well. Loved it.
Yeah, this part is very
cool.
stressful.
Well, it can be, but the shortcut is not.
We said two
Run
different
away.
words at the same time.
Run away, run away.
Can I make magnet?
But you got it. You got it.
I like these. These are sexy. Alright, that's about it.
Oh, interesting. Daniel Lyon Arts says, thanks for reading the question. And yes, you nailed it. I'm a film and VFX 3D artist here in Los Angeles, specializing in 3D modeling characters and
Cool.
actor scans for movies, games, and 3D printed masters for collectibles and statues like the Collector's
Cool.
Edition Leon statue.
That's
Cool.
very cool.
That's
Welcome
very
aboard.
Amazing.
awesome. Yeah. Welcome to the channel. We
So,
appreciate
think
artists
people-
of all kinds here.
Yeah.
Can I
heck yes.
please hire you for one of my videos? Like, please. Because I need help.
One of my best friends is Alyssa in the Silent Hill movie.
Oh,
I've just seen people talking about Silent Hill.
Oh my goodness, that's very cool.
Yeah. She's good people. She's not actually that scary.
does she sleep?
She does sleep.
It would have been great if you're
Not
like,
well,
no,
we
actually.
have insomnia, but...
Yeah, no, I know that feeling.
Question: If I do this real quick and just hightail it, or should I try to take care of anybody first?
I just run, but
So the strat is get your sniper rifle ready.
Yeah.
Like equip your sniper rifle. And the
Shoot the rat.
second you pull that
Leave that
lever,
rat alone, don't you dare.
you can shoot that rat. You'll get a point for it.
Jen, do you have any objections to me killing
no,
a
the
live
rat's
animal?
only gotta die, so you get money, so it's fine. At least it's a purpose. Genevieve's never forgiving you though.
How dare you.
Strat is to snipe at the regenerator or these guys?
Yeah, you pull the lever, and as soon as you pull it, you'll see these guys run down the hallway, and you shoot them as they come, so they don't get to Ashley. And the regenerator won't wake up until you walk over to it.
Very cool.
There's gonna be 2 more guys.
You disarmed him. Ha 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 ha.
Careful with that joke, it's an antique. Hey.
I'm trying. I've got limited resources to work with.
Oh shit! Not good.
Uh-oh. Look who's waking up.
No, that's just the grossest.
That was choice rollage there.
That's how I get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Am
I actually stack garbage next to my bed just so I can roll into it.
That's it. I'm dead.
Yep.
Come get me, big boy.
Oh my god.
Come get me, thick boy. Eat my face because Ashley's dead anyways. I have no reason to live.
Let's see the death animation then. Oh lord, he fit. Oh.
One of Krauser's
Interrupted.
minions.
Remember, get him through the door. He has no idea what to do as soon as you do this. Fine.
He's come this far.
This
Why
is
would
a
he go any
Leon
further?
no-no zone.
I never trained him indoors.
Yeah. I was literally about to just say that, like the same words too. Like...
That's funny. Did that happen? That guy was armored. He took about 5 rifle shots and he did not die.
Yes.
Ooh.
Also, Nick, I would like to say that you can zoom in with the rifle so you could get accurate shots. I noticed that you were pretty much firing from the hip with that bold choice.
Live on the edge.
I thought I was zoomed in, no?
I think you could zoom in even more.
Once. Oh, God, I can't even see that guy. Oh, there he is. Alright. Alright, let's try that again.
It's gonna be great.
You got this, dude. I never stop believing.
Yay! Oh. 3 shots left.
Yeah, this guy's armored, the final guy.
Hit him in the leg.
The slow poke. There he goes.
KA937 says, so who was carrying Jen during that animation? Did you do that animation? Were you carried away through a door?
I don't think so. I think that one was animated, and because I think we did that one in the booth. I'm not sure. I honestly don't remember.
That guy was strong. What the hell?
There was a lot of getting carried and a lot of screaming and a lot
Yeah.
of dying and whatnot.
Generally
So.
getting thrown around.
Yeah.
Let's drop this guy into the acid. He's coming. You can hear him. You can hear his thick body coming.
Yes.
Ashley, damn it!
I don't think I've said the word thick as many
Clapping of the
times.
cheeks.
She was grabbed again? What happened? What happened?
The clapping of the cheeks, my god.
Look away!
Now, Ashley will not go to that bridge, right?
Yeah, you gotta kill this guy first. So just take him out, and then you'll be good.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Come on.
Throw his arm at you.
Flying claw.
Interesting. That's,
Ashley, hurry up. Chop it.
I know you love wheels, but just let it go. Fine.
Yeah, we did it. We did it.
That is so perfect.
Thanks.
Oh man, that was good.
Okay, you're good.
This again? Jeez. I don't like
I just,
these.
I love that line. How do you feel like this?
Let's see.
Yeah, these ones were tricky for me, big time. I was not good at this particular minigame.
That should be it.
There you go, you got it.
Wow. You could have at least struggled a bit, made me look kind of competent.
Oh my god.
That was the easiest of them all, I feel like. The other ones are tricky. I struggled for a hot minute on those, but moving on.
Oh, there's a really good
which one
part
of them
coming
it
up.
is. One of those on professional changes, and I just about wanted to cry the first time
Oh,
I
wow.
played it because I was like, wait, what is happening here?
Come on.
And there was some weird trick to it.
Okay, I'll stay
I can't remember which one it was though. I think it was the one before.
I missed a treasure. It's okay. That's fine.
So that's a
Yeah, you're good.
request done and dusted, eh? Good stuff, mate.
Busted.
That's right.
Well done.
Giving him
Nice
five.
dance moves.
Proving yourself alive. Ooh.
Medallions and rats.
Give that the care it deserves, mate.
I
Come
think I can make some fun little treasures. Maybe.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Look at that.
Sure.
Make some treasures.
You've got a crown.
But I can't make it yet. I don't have the rectangle ones yet, unless I buy one from this guy.
You need a purple
Anytime.
rectangle.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I don't think he sells any. Nope.
Gotta select next.
I'll make this guy. It's fine. Let's see. We'll do. We can do all different.
Yeah, do
colors.
all different colors. I think that'll give you the. I think
The
for this
best.
one, if you do all red on this one, it gives you the most. But
Interesting, cool.
Well,
all the different colors is the second best for that one.
No, the all red crown gives
you
you
stranger.
quite a bit.
Ooh, I'll pay
You could sell those
a
small
penny
keys
for that.
too
Yeah.
that you have. Yeah. Because I think
Alright.
those are only
Deal
in the
well
village.
struck.
Those ones.
Can I buy anything fun? I could do upgrade, but I don't have any issues right now.
What
so
you
we'll just
see
do
is
tune
what
up.
Yeah.
I've got.
How many grenades do you have in your
If
inventory?
you want a fighting chance out there, please.
Not a lot. I have 2.
Oh, add
Okay.
more.
I think you have enough. No, I think you would need another small grenade to sequence break the next area. But
And travels.
if you wanna,
I could
if you wanna
buy
kill
one.
everything, that's fine.
What can I do? You?
I like killing things, but I know what you're talking about. The heavy grenade, right?
Yeah, on the wall.
Yeah, but you know what? Though killing is fun. So
Oh my god.
we're gonna tune up and we're gonna make
You
beasts
need
out of
3
my
heavies
weapons.
to do that, I think. So I've done 2 before and it didn't.
Knife needs care.
Well, it saves
That might be
time too.
non-professional though.
You can weaken the wall. I've heard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
Like
Yeah, you
on
just weaken
regular.
it. Yeah, 2 heavy grenades and 1 heavy grenade, 2 normals. Breaks the wall.
There
Sure.
you are. Come
I gotta start
back
using this guy.
anytime.
I only have 20 damn bullets. What happened?
It will go so fast too.
All right. I haven't even used it yet. Okay, are we ready? This is gonna be fun.
I love this part.
One of my favorite parts of the game.
So, Shaky Kens in chat says, how did we feel about No Thanks Bro only being an achievement name?
Well, they gave a lot of throwbacks and a lot of Easter eggs too. Like if they didn't put something in the game, they have like treasures and
Yeah.
yeah.
It would have been fun to hear
Yeah,
you say no thanks, bro.
Sure, it would have been fun, but they did a good job. They put some classics in there, you know.
Yeah.
Leon!
All right, what do you got, Ashley?
Look,
What do you got?
That the lift?
if we could do something about this wall.
Let's smash it!
It does bring a lot of questions of like, so the wheels, she knows how to operate a crane. Okay, all right. She's got quite the backstory herself that we're not seeing. That's
Yeah, what isn't she telling us?
Now
got her
I some
secrets.
bullets.
She's a construction worker in Brooklyn, New York, during summer vacation.
Oh my god.
Maybe she grew up on a farm. I mean, that's feasible.
Oh yeah.
Knows how to work farm stuff.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
I forgot that you said
You look
it
distressed.
It uses rifle ammo, and I just made submachine gun ammo. So I just wasted that, basically.
Oh
So
yeah.
if I reload, will it just go right to this part?
You'll be right at the merchant. Yeah. If you do the autosave.
Right here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that. I forgot that you said it uses the that.
You can buy back your TMP if you have enough.
No, I don't need to do that.
I did the
You don't
same
love
thing.
the TMP?
So I did not realize that they use the same ammo.
In hindsight, I might have kept it. Like, I didn't realize that. I thought this was just another, like, submachine gun, which it is, but it's more of like a single shot rifle, right?
Yeah.
It's full auto, but as single shot is what you want to do.
Look,
Do you
But
just feather
I
it,
did
or
this.
can you make it single shot?
That the lift?
I feather it.
if we could do something about
That's what I
this
do.
wall.
I fan the hammer, as they say.
Fan the hammer. Well, that's what we're gonna do.
But I did the same thing too when I got the game like 7 months ago for review before everyone else. I was just like, oh cool, a new SMG, I guess. And I sold the TMP. I was like, what? I can't. Oh, I have so much ammo and I can't use it.
Yeah.
Why?
The submachine gun would have been more helpful here, to be quite honest. But all right, let's go for it. So this is the first time I'm playing all of this. I just watched my brother play it about a little over a month ago. And just sitting back and not being able to play killed me.
I got
but I was
this.
very happy to see him go through this game and experience it.
You're serious?
Yeah.
Again, Ashley, what are you not telling us? Just. I'm
I think she
moonlighting
grew up on a
demolition.
farm,
Is this what they teach kids in school these days?
And then
driving tractors and stuff.
and then after she broke down the wall, she ate the tractor.
Delicious.
Yeah, yummy
took
tractors.
her 4 months, but she ate that fucker.
Oh my god.
Just out there looking.
That tractor has nothing on Genevieve's stomach.
Oh my gosh.
You know why Ashley's breaking the wall, right? So she's breaking it into smaller pieces to eat.
More delicious.
That's why.
meat.
More
Bite-sized
bite-sized.
pieces. Fill my
Exactly.
pockets with delicious, crunchy cement. What?
For you. You're serious.
I mean, you said it. None of us told you to say that. You said that. So.
Yeah, I gotta kill that guy.
You got this, Nick. You got this.
Those dang spider things.
Yeah, help me. Someone's trying to get me out of there.
This side. Get off that tractor! Get off of her lunch!
Yeah.
Ooh, he fell in the worst way he could have.
I want to keep
Fall
this guy
backwards under your
alive.
neck. Ah.
Look out! Don't go that way. Look out.
Can you hit Leon with the
Oh,
ball by
yeah, you
accident?
can.
Yeah.
You can? Oh my gosh. That's funny.
Yeah, there's a challenge for killing like 10 enemies with the wrecking ball, like putting them in front of it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
You know one of my favorites in the game? The bolt thrower. I loved it. I thought it was great.
Oh, hi, big boy.
You would, because you're Krauser. That's why. It's a form of arrows, right?
It is. Yeah, I guess so. Actually, yeah. That's.
Did Marcio mocap the ball?
He did like every other guy. I swear to goodness.
I should try
I don't
to
know
kill
if
the pigman with the wrecking ball, but
Yeah, sure. I don't know if anyone asked the question yet, but Mike, did you play as Krauser yet in Mercenaries?
I have played as Krauser. It's the first time I've been able to play a video game as a character that I portrayed, and it was
That's so cool.
Very weird in a really great fun way.
Oh boy. Ballerina.
Suck it, ball.
Thank you.
And that neckland, just brutal.
Alright, one more should be done.
It was a tough wall.
Low Detta in chat says Nick is actually fighting a whole army of Marcios right now.
Oh my god.
It's just
Which made me think of Army of Me.
That last stream was funny.
Ate the egg. Immediately.
I was so stressed out. I was so stressed. You ate the egg, bro.
It was funny.
It was great. It was so good. It made me very happy.
Oh yeah, that.
I'm gonna put a little bit of that stream in my video, Nick.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I might have a line about Salazar getting hit with eggs.
That's cool.
So.
That's awesome. Yeah, please do.
Later, spiders.
Still more, right?
Dean W994 says Marcio mocapped us playing the game.
Holy
We are Marcio.
We are all Marcio.
It's like that movie being John Malkovich, but Marcio instead.
There's so many.
Yeah,
So
there's a lot. A lot going on right now.
Just a punch to the back. Just
Smack me right in the kidney. Ow.
Wow, I'm getting my ass kicked over here. Oh shit.
You're doing great, buddy.
Actually not.
Now you got this. You got this.
So close. Almost there.
Call me Ali Hallie in chat says, at this point I'm convinced that I was mocapped by Marcio.
That's a good guy. That's awesome. You probably were, and you just don't know yet.
Yes.
Don't know
I
it
think
yet.
We all were.
Marcio appears in everyone's credits.
That was not so smooth, but it's okay. We survived.
You did fine.
Strange
You did fine.
corpse.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
Oh
there's
my
going
goodness.
back for that.
Oh, we'll go back. Can I go back if I fight?
You can go.
So-
Oh,
No, you could go back right now, though.
yeah.
Do we
But
have
Krauser
time?
is about to come up.
That was awesome.
Okay. Well, here's the
think you
question.
might
Do you
find
think
your
we have
calling.
time for that? It's a lot of spinals. It's not too far away, right?
It's like right down the stairs.
Okay.
In the other direction.
Pesetas.
Top right.
Top right. So I'm going top
Go
right.
on that map there. Yeah, there you go. Why am I pointing at the screen like you can see my finger?
From here, can I get there though?
Yeah, go to where the elevator is. You walked past the door.
Are you talking
You
about
just
this here?
yeah, go through this wall and then take a right. Like hang a right and then go
Oh,
through that door.
yeah.
And then you're back.
Well, here's the question. Susie, you're familiar with this then. Timing-wise, is everybody okay? Like, so Jen and Mike especially, like if I go back and do this, it's going to waste some time. And how long will it take if I go to fight Krauser now? How long will it take till I kill him? If I don't die.
If you don't die, I mean, you could get through him pretty quick, but I mean, it just all depends on all the traps and stuff that he sets for you. If you remember where any of those are.
I
Worked really hard setting them up. Just
I don't. So I guess Jen and Mike, how much time do you have?
I've still got time.
I've still got. I love hanging out with y'all. This is making my
Yeah,
day.
this is great.
All right, I'll try to go back and kill the big dude.
The big generator.
You could shoot it with the rocket, you know? You can just shoot it with a rocket and get all the
I could.
spinels.
That's $80,000.
Do you have that kind of cash?
Doesn't look like I do.
Look, something's bound to catch you. Welcome.
I am actually not
what
really
can I
sold
do
on this
you
rifle
for?
thing, to be honest with you. Completely
You could sell
honest.
it.
I think I'm
I
going
You
the same
upgraded it
thing.
a lot. I mean, if you sell it, you'll have enough for a rocket, so. Also to buy your TMP back. Just saying.
Now, it's
buy
alright.
it at
It's
a
alright.
high price.
So I got money. I could do a rocket. I could. He could be fun to fight. Could be.
I mean, you could do
I
whatever
don't
you
remember
want.
this one being super involved. What's your ammo at right now?
Molding
Though?
a weapon to suit you. Come.
I've got 10 rifle shots only, and I can.
Yeah.
Oh, I can craft them.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
back. And
I got 17.
I was just saying rocket just because you might want to save your ammo for someone else, you know?
what?
Yeah. All right. Maybe I'll do that. The one rocket kill I do might be this
Yeah.
guy, just to make it all quick.
And you'll still have over $100,000 in your pocket, you know?
Yeah, that's
so.
you got a lot of.
Oh, bad.
You got a lot of cashola.
Some walking around money.
Welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very safe to walk around with $100,000 in your
Close to
pocket.
$200,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing business with you. Not my place
All
to say,
right,
really,
buddy.
but some pleasant travel.
You're going down.
Okay, now this guy is incubation lab. There he is, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's some things in here.
Oh wow, look at that.
Oh, look at that! You got a blue wig for Ashley. How exciting!
A blue. Oh,
Ashley, come here. Put this on.
Can I put that
Don't
on?
worry about it.
Yeah,
Thank you,
pause.
They won't know who you are.
Pause the game and then go to
Stop
extras.
for a fashion show.
Yeah, go to extras and then go to Ashley's accessories.
I have not even.
And then, yeah, she has a red and blue wig. So yeah, so look at her now.
Oh, look at that. Oh, I like
Cute.
that. I've never messed around with the accessories. Maybe I should.
Adorable.
Oh, this is fun.
This game
I
is
got-
really good.
I gotta get more for him. I'm not sold on those yet.
You want to know what's crazy? If you equip both of them with sunglasses, they become immune to flash grenades.
Oh my
That
gosh,
is-
really?
Oh,
Really?
that's
That's
amazing.
so fun. That's a fun little
Yeah.
tidbit.
That is great.
Because you can throw a flash grenade and Ashley will get blinded by it, but if she's wearing sunglasses, she's fine.
That is so cool. And when
Again,
I saw this,
just like in life.
me and Dave,
Yeah.
Yeah.
me and Dave went back for this guy, and this guy looked so ominous, just sitting there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's very scary. But yeah, just
Ben-
shoot a rocket at his dummy thick cheeks. And
He went
I
back
think
to
he'll
see
be
his
good.
family and was like, "Oh my God, everyone's dead! What the hell?"
Yeah.
How dare you?
I can't
Oh
believe
my
this.
God.
I cannot believe this. I knew this was gonna happen. I just knew this was gonna happen.
Should I fight him or should I? Oh my god, there's
Right.
multiple. If
You really intimidated him now, though. He's
if I reload, what happens? Can I load?
I think you'll be fine if you reload, yeah. What? You don't even have to go in the room. You can just shoot him through the window.
That's hilarious.
I don't even need this rocket.
He just took his little wiggly body and was like, "Whoa, whoa, what's that, a rocket?"
I'm like crying right now. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Maybe I should wake him up with a gun.
I'm just waiting to see chat's reaction to this.
I don't know what the other regenerators are gonna do,
goes.
but oh, they're ready to fight. Oh god.
You cheap son of a gun! Come on! Come on in here!
Oh boy. Oh my god.
You know what,
Oh,
Ashley?
boy.
This is not gonna
The
be
chat's
good.
loving it.
Ashley, this is not going to be good for you if you stay there.
You're in charge of
Oh,
what she does.
You can make the crown now.
That's all it gave me was that. That's it.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yeah.
but get me out of here.
Yeah, get the hell out of here. You do not have the resources for this.
That did not end
Oh
well.
my god.
All that for a purple freaking gem? Really? wait, but don't I get the spinals as well?
Yeah.
All right, it's worth
You
it.
get 8 of them.
Okay, all right, that's good. I'll take it.
Well, rookie, what the hell happened to you? Oh. Nice jewel. What's
Well, look at you, mate.
Well, yeah.
Good thing.
Let's see.
Oh, now you've got 30. You've got 31. So
You can get a fancy crown.
You know what? No, I'm gonna take that out and put. Oh,
you know what's so upsetting? You actually can't do it
Oh,
because
no.
you don't have the red rectangle. Oh.
Are you kidding? So, okay, well, we'll chill for a second.
Things
That's
on
fine.
sale, straight.
Any fun things we can do here? What would you buy? What would you buy here?
There's some things money can't.
I could save up for this guy.
I mean, there's some things that money can't buy. Okay, so
wasted all on velvet blue? Just all of it.
31 velvet blue.
I think I would save it for the ticket. But that's just me.
Yeah, I'd
This
probably save
kind
it for the
of work
ticket.
is about finesse, straight.
Definitely repair your stuff because you're gonna need
Goes
to.
a long
Oh
way.
yeah.
You're probably gonna end up knifing
Give
Krauser.
that
So.
character deserves, mate.
Yeah. Let's see.
What's your knife's stats?
I think
Looking like-
almost.
Right up there,
I
isn't
could
it?
do this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you're
That's
good to
about all
go.
I can do for this comeback anytime.
I haven't messed a lot with the firing range just for these streams, but I should go back and just do it at some point.
Yeah, you could definitely do that, like off stream or something.
Yeah, I think I will. So we are at Krauser now, yeah? Pretty much.
Oh yeah.
By the way,
Great
Leon
cutscene, too.
opening those double doors is the most epic thing in the world.
I
Just-
know, right?
I want you to go into like a DMV like that and go like, "Ugh, I need to update my license.
I need a new license picture.
Oh my
Having his best Aragorn fantasy when he does that, pushing through the big.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That is my Lord of the Rings has my favorite behind the scenes stuff of anything ever. There's like 26
of it.
hours. It's the best.
26 hours.
Yes,
Yeah, the
it's huge.
extended edition
It's-
is
yeah.
great. Yeah.
It's so good. I didn't know how long the like behind the scenes stuff was because I'd never watched it before. And my partner was like, "Oh yeah, it's really long," and I was like, "Well, let's go home and watch it right now." And he's like, "No, it's really long." And I was like, "Yeah, so we're not doing anything tonight. Let's watch it." And he's like, "It's 26 hours long.
Either way.
Oh,
But-
We'll start it tonight."
it's not geologically long, but yeah, that's long. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geological. I can play a few tracks from Lord of the Rings on piano.
Oh,
You got a
cool.
fun fact about me. Yeah, my favorite song is One Ring to Rule Them All. That's my favorite to play on the piano.
I have that tattooed on me.
Oh, really?
My
Yeah, I have the
favorite-
One Ring poem around my arm.
I used to want that really badly. My favorite earrings are like gold, sort of thick gold hoops, but then if you look closely at them, it's the ring and it has the like engraving.
Wow, nerd.
Amazing. I used to be able to play Concerning Hobbits on the penny whistle.
Oh, cute!
It's-
That's so cool.
Such a
What the
good
heck?
instrument for that song.
Penny whistle?
It was
What is a penny
yeah, the
whistle?
penny whistle. It's a I don't know where the heck.
It's like
It's-
a
I
like a
used-
little like slidey whistle.
This whole stream is gonna really make people go like, he's the strangest person in the world. How did
That's why we love you, buddy.
Oh,
This is-
it's my favorite day in the world, honestly. I've been looking forward to this so much. Alright, I don't know where my penny whistle is, but it's a thin whistle that you play. That's I believe actually they used a penny whistle for the original
kind of like a flute, right? Like,
Yeah,
would you
kinda like a
classify
flute.
it?
Little
Interesting.
Tiny-
I just never heard that before. That's cool.
Do you have it? Do you have the penny whistle? Or you said you can't find it?
I used to have. So I play harmonica, and usually it's sitting with my harmonicas, and I
You
just
can't
don't know
find
where
it
the hell
among all the weapons and deadly things in his room.
Yes. You got to balance, you know. There's
Oh,
Flute
if you
recorder.
find it, you let us know.
Whistle.
okay. If
You let
nothing
us
will
know.
top.
All right, here we go. I think we have got a cool cutscene right here, and I think we're gonna.
Yeah, one of the best cutscenes.
About to fight you.
Gonna be even better with blue hair.
This must be
Blue hair Ashley.
This is my favorite one, I think.
Oh yeah. I wanted to pitch the idea. I don't know if you asked him, Nick, but Mike, there's a bunch of files from like Krauser's point of view, and it would be so cool
yeah.
if you could read them as Krauser.
Oh sure, yeah, I would love that.
Oh, okay, great.
Coming up, yeah.
You seem to have been crying a lot through those. Yeah, Krauser's got some feelings. He's.
Oh my god.
He doesn't want to hurt Leon.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this it?
Wants him to join him. No, this is a different one, but they're gonna be in his tent.
Right.
This is a really cool file though, because you can.
That is,
It's written from like a researcher's perspective, but when you get to like the end of it, you can kind of feel that it's Sadler writing through her, if that makes sense, because she's like fully assimilated.
I like that.
It's very cool.
Should I do the
Spoilers for my video.
Should I do the Boston accent?
You could do whatever you want.
Yes.
Dearest Lord Sadler. I'm overjoyed to report wonderful news. Production of the superior species of Las Plagas is officially underway. If all goes accordingly, rest assured that we will reach our ultimate goal. The Plaga is a truly magnificent organism. It has the capacity to live in any vertebrate, be it human, dog, or even cow. There's no other parasite like it on Earth. The superior species is particularly impressive, as it can assimilate with a host without causing any damage to the brain, which is a good thing. No one can oppose the strength of your dominance, my lord. On the contrary, who would resist once they experience the utter joy that accompanies the absence of free will? I'm living proof how ignorant I was once.
Hooray! No free will.
Your dominance.
In a few days, I will have finished administrating the Plaga to all the high-ranking researchers, and then they too shall know. And when your plan is complete, the whole world shall know. It's me, Annabelle Garcia Escudero, head researcher. I don't know why I sound like this. That's my,
That was.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
It's pretty heavy.
That was pretty great. That was.
God. Crying over here, God.
This is cool. Good scene, Jen. Remember this?
Prostrate yourself.
Oh God.
This is our holy body. Our divine providence ensued. Such a profound blessing for all. Los Plaga. Welcome.
Thank you for helping with the hood, Marcio. Appreciate it.
Guy's got a serious dandruff problem.
The speaker for our
Stop
Lord.
picking at it, Sadler. Jesus, God.
So good.
Why do you deny?
You did the most sensible thing. You just shot him.
Now, abandon your body. Obey.
This was so fun to
Obey
film.
the voice.
It was fun.
Good job on all the twitching, by the way.
That was hard.
Very expressive.
God. Poor Ashley.
Really bad.
She's fighting it.
I did this in the callback.
Oh, cool.
She's fighting it.
Sweet child, do not resist.
I feel like they've got their eyes fixated on each other and they're really like communicating without words here.
Pray forgive these wicked sinners. My faithful disciples shall deliver to you your penance. Now, child, you need not be afraid. Submit your body and release yourself from fear.
What a creep. I love Chris Jane.
He's so good. So good.
So creepy. My god.
The other followers. I hope I don't get shot in the head.
Oh my god.
Really cool gun detail in this scene too.
They were very particular about that. Needed that to be accurate.
Yeah.
So, to everybody, a lot of people I've been seeing on social media, a lot of people asking if we're going to have Chris on. So yes. So the final stream after this, I think it's going to be, if we can make it work, Chris Jane is definitely down to join us. Lily, we're going to try to get Lily Gao in here, who played Ada, and Craig Bernatowski as well. And so there's going to be 5 of us. It's going to be awesome.
Big
and
party.
that'll be the big finale. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have not seen them yet. We have not had them on the channel. So that's going to be awesome, but it's big parts of the game for their characters, and that's why we've been waiting. So stay tuned. We'll know more, but let's go fight Krauser.
Hopefully your computer doesn't melt having to have all of that.
It'll be all right. I hope so.
Just sinking into the desk as it burns away.
Oh my god.
yeah.
Just a melted computer shape.
Oh my god.
It's fine.
These guys are just so angry at the fire. Look at them. They're all looking at the fire like cavemen. I love it.
What is fire? Why does it... What's the word? Burn.
It's mocking me.
Oh, hi. Hi, buddy.
There's a load of stuff up there. You should probably go get it.
Oh yeah, there's I think one of the Krauser files is up where that guy is.
I'll go.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I'll go up and find him eventually. They introduce this backwards. I love it. This section.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is so cool.
It's cool.
All right, you ready,
Yeah, because
Mike?
that big
Yeah,
door that you.
I'm gonna have to get shamefully close to my computer, but yes, I think I'm totally ready.
It'll be...
Just gonna get a lot of face.
Oh my god.
Look at that face.
Good Lord, it's hideous.
All right, I'm gonna go up before we go out.
By the way, gun fact, the gun jams because Ashley is limp wristing the gun. So her struggling saved Leon's life, which is really cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
You're
so
welcome.
if you don't have a tight grip on your firearm, it could jam.
That's interesting. I did not know.
Can you tell that I'm American?
American. All right, Mike.
All right, here we go.
Is this... Yes. Here we go.
Per your request, redevelopment of the island is well underway. Weapons and other defensive equipment have been set up to guard against any outside intruders. By the time we are finished, the island will be a giant fortress. These defenses won't hold up for long, but they should last until we carry out our plan. And once accomplished, we'll be that much closer to our ultimate goal of world domination. None will be able to resist our power. Sincerely, Jack Krauser.
That was awesome, dude.
That was great.
I love that.
Someone in chat said, I can see the pores on Mike's forehead.
They're huge. Oh my god, he never moisturizes, does he?
You need to exfoliate, Jack Krauser. You need to put a mask on.
Ignore the
awesome.
giant scar just going through his face.
That was awesome.
I like to
Thank
think
you.
he'd leave like a nice message. Kindest regards, Jack Krauser.
P.S. You still owe me $12. Why haven't you?
Remember that time we went out for pizza and I picked up the tab?
You said you're gonna Venmo it to me, but then you never did. I just.
Oh my god. Leon's like, what's Venmo? What's Venmo?
What?
He's the kind of guy that leaves like sticky notes on everything because of his roommates. Just messy.
Yeah.
I'm
Do the
waiting.
This was so cool when I saw this. Throwback to RE2 remake, baby.
Why are the lips worn out on the picture? I don't know. Okay.
Mike, I don't know if you're aware, but like in the Resident Evil community, like there are so many memes and jokes about him just being in love with Leon. Like he keeps that photo in his wallet and all this kind of stuff.
I have received, without getting too into it, I've received some thirsty DMs for some ASMR content, and
wow,
really
nice. I was very surprised. I was very surprised.
Are you taking your career in that direction? Or what?
Oh, sorry, Genevieve. What was that?
Oh no, I was just saying I mostly avoid my DMs for that exact reason.
See, I'm very new to social media, and so I was like, what's this? Oh, I see.
People stopped asking me for feet pics when I would ignore them for like a couple months.
Oh my god. Feet pics.
Oh yeah. Feet
People
pics.
have no shame on the internet.
They sure
The
don't.
thing is, like,
Absolutely
I'm not
none.
gonna kink shame anyone. Have your thing, but random strangers on the internet being like, "Hey, can you get involved in my kink?" No.
Yeah, I too will not yuck someone's yum, and I feel that the kink is around Krauser himself, and I'm like, awesome, that's good stuff, good stuff.
I don't know. Sometimes
I've gained even more respect for you, Mike, that you know that expression. So anyway, let's leave it right there.
At John Moxley's website, you know how he's known for bleeding quite a bit in his independent matches.
Yes.
Yeah, I've had requests because through the site I've had requests for vials of his blood. Can you please send me some of his blood? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I'll just go and ask it. John, would you mind bleeding into this little tube for a minute?
second.
So that
Don't
I
worry
can
about it.
send it to this random girl on the internet.
Yeah. No, but like to Genevieve's point, like yes, we're not kink shaming and like to each his own and stuff, but we are also humans, and we don't need DMs from people asking for stuff like that. It's not where that exists. That's not why we have social media. You know.
If I were okay with doing that, I would have an OnlyFans, but I do not have an OnlyFans. So go to OnlyFans for that.
Yeah. Oh, we got another one, Mike. Let's go.
Just a second there. I think I gotta tap into. I will hold on. Just one thing here.
Also, I think
yes,
I think this
absolutely.
is a different person too. This is like a reporter one. This isn't from Krauser's perspective.
Oh, interesting.
Genevieve, do you want to give this one a whirl?
I can't see it on my computer. It's
Never
like
mind.
it's so blurry.
Suzi, do you want to give this one a whirl?
I could try. Yeah, I could try it if you want.
Let's do it. Or what? You've read one, Jen. You've never.
Yeah,
read a file.
Jen.
Jen.
JenVonLee.
Can you see it on screen?
I can, yeah.
Let's go.
Although
Jen.
I can see it. Hang on a minute. I can see it on a bit of a delay. Or no, it's okay. I can see it on my iPad. Okay.
You got this.
Give it a whirl.
Okay, let's go. Operation Javier. Few people have heard the name, even within the highest ranks of the US government, and little wonder too. The operation was not made public. It was conducted in secret and then buried. The reason behind it, it was too inhumane. It all started back in 2002 when a small unit of the US Special Forces was sent to infiltrate an area of South America. Their mission was to eradicate the drug cartels. The whole operation took several years to prepare for, and only the most elite soldiers were selected to participate. I don't know if the mission was a failure or not, but I do know that the fate of the elite soldiers once it was over. Apparently the entire unit was wiped out, except for the commanding officer, Major Blank, And not the cartels, but by the US.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun. It shouldn't have been difficult to extract a single-stranded unit. All it would have taken was a single helicopter, but for some reason the military didn't act. Rumors say that the decision was the outcome of a power struggle among the top brass. Others say it was a directive from the former president himself, but we may never know the truth since it was all covered up. But I'm certain of one thing. The US government let those people die. Brave, young people who dedicated their lives to protecting their country. I want to expose this crime, not because it's my responsibility as a reporter, but because it's my duty as a fellow American.
That's right.
Very British, fellow American.
Very British. Oh my
Don't
God.
mind my accent. I'm American.
I'm American, damn it. This document concerns Operation Javier and was written by an American journalist named
JenVonLee.
Very American JenVonLee. Yes. Note 2. This article will never be published. Blank has already been taken care of. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Sorry, I didn't do an
Damn.
American accent, but I can't.
They should just send Mike Kovac in with his sap. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, he would have taken out all the cartels by himself.
You've done well to make it this far, rookie. I've
Oh,
prepared a
God.
battlefield up ahead just for us soldiers. Watered by the blood of generations, hundreds of years. It's the perfect place to put an end to what happened 2 years ago.
All I can think now is James Hetfield and Jake the Snake Roberts.
Note to self, remember to pick up milk.
Oh my God. Yeah, this one's pretty crazy. This one.
Intense.
Susie, you want to read this one?
Krauser could read this one. This is a Krauser.
Oh, this is he wrote this. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ashley Graham abduction. Phase 2. Depart from campus with the target. Escort the target as usual until the start of Phase 2. There should be 3 others inside the vehicle, including Baker. Abel's unit will follow behind you in a separate vehicle. Continue to drive your normal route. Phase 2. Stop vehicle under the pretense of engine trouble. Transfer the target to Abel's vehicle. Phase 3. Abel's unit will change course, subdue and restrain the target. Place the target in a large container. Phase 4. Baker's unit will create a diversion. Henry's unit will infiltrate the investigations database and disable their network. Phase 5. Meet at point K9 and transfer the cargo onto the ship.
Bad day for Ashley.
Bad day.
Question, though.
Big travel
Onto
day.
the ship?
Oh, yeah.
How long has she been missing? Because a ship from
Get to Spain.
America to Spain?
That's
That's a while.
That is a good question.
I love that so much. Wow, he just teleported up there.
Oh. I like to imagine Krauser just took one of his like zombified men and just like gutted him and then painted that archway with his blood.
Ketchup.
Jenkins, come here for a second. No, don't worry about it. It's fine.
You're doing a hell of a job, by the way.
Way to get from the United States to Spain by ship will take about 9 days and 22 hours, and departs from New York and arrives in, I don't know how to say that. Yeah.
Wow.
So she was in that container for a long time. I'm surprised her clothes are so clean.
Yeah. Maybe they had a speed ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those. Because, slightly futuristic, I guess, in Resident Evil
yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah. Special ship. Faster than 9 days ship.
Yep.
Yeah.
Although, I might be completely misremembering this there, but what year is it right now?
It's 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2004, so going back 19 years.
Oh,
What shit did they have then?
Good scene, Mike. Remember this?
Spaceships.
I do, and my legs remember it too. Now, when people are watching, Steve seemed to fall in love with the idea of me jumping into scenes.
He just hates your knees.
Yes.
Good dynamic.
That's just like you. You always had poor judgment.
Like the way Leon there gives the consideration to just leaving.
You think I'm gonna let you out
What
of
if
it?
I
I'm
left in
looking
the
off
middle of him
suppose I better let Steve
monologuing?
talk.
You're even more naive than I thought. You can't save her. You can't save anyone.
Give it up, Krauser! Being a lackey for these maniacs won't bring your men back. And what the hell for? Revenge on the government? You think they would want that?
Revenge. You think I'm doing all this for revenge?
Isn't that what this is all about?
See, in that jungle, I had a revelation. The most important thing in this world is pure, unadulterated power. Those Illuminados have given me that.
You know you were always an asshole. But at least you had some kind of code. Some honor. Look at you now.
Uh-oh.
Enough reminiscing.
Now he's pissed.
Move out and draw fire, soldier!
That was such a good scene to film.
Oh man, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Alright, I don't even know how to...
Not like I have a choice.
I don't even know what to do here. No idea. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. I didn't mean to duck. When a rocket's coming, just duck.
Just duck, that's all you need to do.
Can I shoot this guy?
So,
Apparently
Craig
not.
is in the chat. Hello, Craig.
Hey, Craig.
Craig Bernatowski. Hey, we were just talking about you, man. Does he paint his face before every monologue? Yes, actually, he does.
Oh my
god. We were talking about you, Craig. We're gonna have you on for the final stream with a lot of people, and it's gonna be awesome because your scene is at the end, your big scene. So, welcome everybody. Craig Bernatowski right there. Craig Berntat plays Wesker in this game. Give him a follow, because I think you said you're gonna start streaming soon. Isn't that true?
Yeah.
With your
Yes.
immaculate tech setup. I bet you are.
We had a call, and he was just like, "So what do I have to do?" And I was like, and he like explained to me his setup, and I was like, "Oh, you don't need me. Just go stream. Just go stream."
And that's a blatant lie.
I
hear
no, it's
him.
not.
I hear him coming.
I don't remember teaching you.
Did he need to front flip up there? He didn't, but he did.
Oh, he most certainly did need to. Intimidation tactic.
Hello, Bo.
Krauser's middle name. His middle name is Extra.
Jack Extra Krauser.
What was that?
Oh my god.
These were the most fun lines to record, by the way.
Okay, I gotta get better parents. Oh shit.
You can do it.
How are you, buddy?
Ooh.
Jesus.
God. You got the whole combo though.
Yeah. I know I was just shooting you with exploding arrows, but I'm using a knife and you're shooting me with a shotgun. I'm just saying.
Sweating so hard, the blood's just evaporating off of him.
Mhm.
Yeah. He's got the Plaga power, you know.
Smoke bomb. And then right out of it.
Who knows what's become of the girl?
I can't get over how improved and fun the fight is in this version of the game.
It's so much better.
See, I didn't know about the original knife mechanic in the original one until someone told me about it, and then it was ha ha ha. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's it. Oh, I see.
Go with your gut, don't think. That was the first thing you taught me.
This back and forth is
My
so
favorite
cool.
thing about the original
It's so good.
the original Krauser
can't
is
fight him on
just
his
allergic
terms.
to knives.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, oh no, no.
shit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, forgot about this. Yeah, forgot about this. Can I shoot these?
I think so, can't you?
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
not
you can hit it from
Only
here.
one side of
but-
them.
Not from here, you can't.
Yeah. You can shoot the one that's right next to you.
It's the. I have to shoot the right side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You know what I love about this game? As you get through it, Leon's veins start popping out from the plaga, and it's like so cool. It's like he's getting closer to death.
So creepy.
You're looking kind of more badass.
That's kind of.
Yes.
I like that whole thing though, that just how like at the start of the game he's so springing into action, he's fast, but by now he's just tired. You can
He's tired,
feel how
yeah.
tired he is. He's constantly adjusting his shoulder, his neck, and just kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
everything hurts. I love that detail.
Is that it, or is this it?
Yeah, it's the other side.
I'm no stranger to covert tactics, remember?
I remember, buddy.
How could I forget? Shit.
Where is he? Of course I remember.
He yells at
I
him.
am. Of course.
Covert tactics!
Stealing the sandwiches in the metro.
And it feels like Leon did forget though when he says that. He's just like, how could I
oh,
forget? Shit.
Oh, thank you for the raid. Milkish.
Milkish.
Milsish.
Milkish.
How do I say it? Hey, welcome, everybody. See, I do like the dings for that reason, but there was a lot in the beginning, and I think I killed everybody, and I probably lost like half the stream.
No, you've got the most viewers that you've had the whole stream right now, so
Oh,
everyone's
awesome.
watching.
All right.
Alive, huh?
No pressure.
You got lucky.
I didn't get lucky, buddy. Alright, we're good to go.
I think the next incarnation of Leon really should have that Boston accent, though.
little swagger. It's gonna be fun, you know? I have not had Magnum ammo in a long time because I've wasted it. Oh, hello, hi. Hello, laser.
I admit, you've
All right.
done well to stay alive this long. I'd be dead if I kept listening to people like you.
That's right, Leon.
Tell him.
Oh, these do kill you. I thought they just slow you down.
The Reaper comes for
Oh no, they kill you.
which are you?
Shit, alright, yeah, I'm not doing so good. I could probably take one more hit, I'm guessing, so we'll save it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Guess I'll ask when
I mean, killing is the ultimate in slowdown, I suppose. It's
True.
You really went all out for me. You shouldn't have. Anything to make the pretty boy.
Oh, hello. Ooh,
Best line in the game, by the way.
What do you say? What do you say?
anything to make the pretty boy feel special, right?
Oh, that's cool.
Which again,
I
when
have
we were recording, I was like, okay, all right. Sorry, what were you saying there?
This is it,
Susie?
soldier.
I was gonna say,
Shit. Oh,
I have,
jeez, I just took like every bullet. Jesus, wow, that hurt.
I was just gonna say I have a part in my video that I edited where Sadler tells Krauser to go kill Luis. I edit in that line, anything to make the pretty boy feel special. And it looks like too real. Like it looks like he's actually saying
Not good with authority, Krauser, really.
Come on.
He's either got a crush or he's jealous.
Oh, he threw a knife at me. Yeah,
Why not
that was
both?
a good one.
Oh, maybe. Why don't I have hair like that? Mine just billow in the wind.
Come on, blow yourself up. Not bad. Oh shit.
Yeah, that was smooth.
Oh shit.
I don't need this beret anymore.
In fact, I don't need this shirt.
Take this hat off.
I don't need these pants either while we're at it.
Oh my god.
Slowing me down.
Oh my
He just really likes those clothes, so he doesn't want them to get messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this oil will make me fight faster, won't it? Yeah.
That's the difference between you and me.
He's unhinged right now.
Oh yeah, just
Oh shit. This was cool. This is all new.
Yeah. Great line coming up too.
Yep. Just a good fight.
Time to finish your training.
Hierarch in chat says, "Unleash the abs."
he'll be more intimidated if he sees how much more upper body work I've been doing.
Lost it completely.
Oh my god.
Take these.
You can wash clothes on him. Come on. A cheese grater.
So that's your true power? Oh, I'd ask for a refund.
That's also a great line.
I hear him. Oh god, he's close. Come on, buddy. What do you got? Something just happened. Oh, a little hype train going on. I heard a ding. Block your ears, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for the hype train. This is just very intense, and we're gonna go for it. I can't wait to fight you, man. Oh man. Oh god.
Yeah, no, don't mess up.
Flashes could be helpful in that fight, possibly. Sure. I get a lot of ammo. Why not?
Just make sure he doesn't have his shield up when you throw it.
Or his sunglasses.
Yeah.
Well dodged.
Wow.
GG.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well done.
Jen with the heat.
Just we're in an underground labyrinth, and it still somehow manages to be pretty shady down there. Just
Oh my god.
Alright.
Still got that golden egg. What?
Yeah, you know, it's just hanging out with us, you know. Figure why not.
Oh yeah, because you redid it and you killed
Yeah.
Salazar without it, right? Oh my god.
Right.
Just cling on to your shame.
Here we go, buddy. Mikey, are you ready?
oh yeah.
I'm so excited to do this. This is a good scene, too.
Oh, shit.
My ride's leaving.
Training's not done. Last lesson starts right now.
Nah. Time for the teacher to be taught.
Oh, such confidence. Bring it, rookie!
Before we do this, Mike, do you remember the outtakes that we had on this scene? Jen, were you there on set?
I don't think I was there.
This is one of the funnier things. We were just riffing on like options to say for that line.
Oh,
remember that?
So many. Yes. Yeah.
One of them was like, well, the one they almost went with, I think, is I didn't sign up for this class. And then, but then we were like, how about I'll see you in detention?
Oh my god.
No.
You're just mad because the teacher didn't give you a gold star. It was funny. We had like a bunch of good ones.
Yeah. Time to clap the chalk erasers. A lot of just really. It's getting very obscure now, isn't it? Just
You're suspended, rookie.
God.
yeah.
Claudette just wrote, fun fact, Marcio actually mocapped the golden egg.
True.
Claudette, you got some good ones. I've been seeing some of your comments.
Marcio
Yeah.
also mocapped the door that's pulling up right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keeping
The
me on
bridge.
from going.
Yeah, everything. All right, let's
You
do
did
this.
this too? Oh
guys.
yeah, Marcio. Yeah.
Let's do this. First fight with Krauser. Oh, come on, really?
Yes.
Jen, how was
Off
that?
to a
one?
great start.
How was that dodge?
Yeah. Smooth so far.
10 out of 10. Excellent.
I
You're
was-
good at this.
I was very excited when they told us that I had 2 arms and not just a 1. Mutated, that is.
Yeah.
They were like, Mike, I don't know if you know this, but you have 2 arms.
I was like, what? We gotta go back. I've been playing this very wrong. I'm sorry. It's, Oh yeah, Nick, do you remember one of the variations on the arm was originally supposed to be like a hammer kind of thing?
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's so
Till
cool.
the mission's finished. You'd have said the same words.
I like the creepy bone spikes.
Yeah. It's very off.
Hi, you got here quick. Wow.
Oh, he's like right there. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm not doing so hot, but I'm one of those guys. I like to collect a lot of things.
Yeah.
Krauser is an interpersonal space.
He is. He really is.
Yeah, Leon just has to say, "Give me space."
Social distancing, man. Stay back.
He is the penultimate boss, so he's got to be tough, you know.
Wow, he is kicking my ass, dude. That's.
By the way, this line is like literally from Devil May Cry. Virgil says something very, very similar to that.
Yes.
It's like really odd, but really cool that they put it in this game. Like, I was like, interesting.
Yeah, you are totally right. Devil May Cry.
Good dodge.
Great.
Turn into a freak like you. You gotta be out of your mind.
Shit. Wow, he's kicking my ass.
By the
Uh-oh.
way, there's channel points riding on this. People have bet.
Oh, I like when they do that. All right, you're about to see magnificence right here. Oh shit!
Oh, slapped upside the head.
I don't know if that's a slap.
It was a tactical slap. It's fine. Don't worry. It was planned.
It just happens to have a blade attached to it.
Great hair.
Oh my god.
2
Krauser's
working
whole thing
hands.
is he's jealous of Leon's hair.
Oh, big time. There's a lot of deep-seated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't dodge that, huh? Or I could parry it.
You could parry it,
I'm not
yeah.
even thinking like that.
Could never. He's ruined his hair with bleach.
The shadiest comment of them all.
I forgot I could parry. Damn.
You got him. Oh god.
You got him.
Kick my ass, Mike.
Now for the saddest scene of them all. Let's all cry.
Yeah.
I'm crying right now.
Me too.
And he can't even pick up the weapon that he loves so much because he's ruined himself with these things.
That's sad.
It's depressing.
I'll never play piano again.
This scene is amazing.
I'm so happy that got put in there. The callback to the first time you see Krauser.
Yeah.
And we were also playing the stuff here for a little bit there of Krauser putting his hand on top of Leon's to tell him to do it, but then we realized that the monster arms wouldn't really allow for that.
I dreamed well.
This hit hard.
Leon.
Hell yeah. I love how in this moment he stops calling him rookie and acknowledges
the only
him.
time.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It hit.
The only time we called
Shit.
him.
That you did, Major. That you did.
Damn.
So good. So good.
Damn.
Jesus.
What a heavy fucking scene. Damn.
Oh, thank you for killing me.
And this shot is
Hello,
really great
Mike.
too.
Yeah. So many feelings.
He's over it.
And I'm not.
It's just like
Onwards.
The curtain closes on this chapter of Leon's life.
Yeah.
Damn. Alright, I'm gonna switch it.
Everybody, give it up for Mike Kovac in the chat, please. Everybody, come on.
Now is an
Show
appropriate
the
time
love.
to use Fs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna switch over. Alrighty. That's really loud. I could shut the game, I guess. Wait a second. Alright, here we are. Alright. Well, that was a hell of a stream. That was funny, entertaining. Thank you for your company, guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we've been waiting, Mike, to do this.
I had just such a good time, and genuinely, thank you so much there, and Nick for your continued patronage and awesomeness in terms of welcoming all of your cast members into the Resident Evil family.
Of course.
It's been. That's the thing, is that for a lot of people, they wouldn't be. Of course, they would just be like, not caring as much and not as being as giving in as generous. So thank you so much.
Well, the part of the reason why it's easy to do stuff like this is because the Resident Evil community is huge. It's awesome. It's loyal, and they all just love to know everybody. It's just like a big connective tissue, you know, online and streaming and stuff like that. It's been great being connected with people. So this is the best community.
I keep on saying it. Yeah, being part of Resident Evil has been a dream and an honor for. So it has been a dream, and then it has absolutely been an honor to be a part of the game, especially with such wonderful, wonderful people. And yeah, I consider myself infinitely lucky to be a part of it there. Right. And yeah, heck yes, yeah.
Awesome.
And thank you so much for having me on here today. There.
Yeah, the only reason we had you is because we wanted to see the little whistle and what do you call
the penny whistle?
The penny whistle, and you know what? You
drop
didn't even
into a
deliver
stream
on
at
that.
some point in time, being like, "Here we go."
I feel like this was wasted because you didn't even have it. So
I know. I'm like, where the hell did that penny whistle go? It's still here somewhere next to the wall of weapons.
Yeah.
You'll find it right when we finish.
No, this
we'll
was this was fun. This was a fun hangout, a lot of laughs, a lot of good stories. And Jen, thanks for coming.
We turned it into half a wrestling stream.
Yeah, you know, it's all good. It's all good.
Wrestling, food, it's all good. Yeah.
There are no rules. Like playing the game, it's just like a backdrop to the hangout.
You know what we should have done?
What?
Because you remember, like, wrestling in the 90s, 80s, everyone had a stupid name, like the Ultimate Warrior and all that business. What are your wrestling names?
Well, yeah, let's think about it. Mike, I'm sure you have something lined up for us.
So, sorry, for you, or what is my wrestling name?
That's what I mean. No,
for yourself. If you're going to give yourself a big, cheesy 90s WWE wrestling name, what are you going to be?
Okay, so when I first started training in wrestling, I was Maniac Mike Kovac.
Yeah,
fair enough.
I like that.
Was, which in my finisher was the Demon DDT, which is the most generic jump spinning DDT in the entire world. I thought it was super cool. It was very generic. Yeah.
I like it though. I dig that.
But I mean, a DDT can look great. Just look at Jake.
It can. It's go back. They've given this particular DDT to a bunch of people in development because it doesn't depend on the skill of the person giving it. It depends on the skill of the person taking it, which is why they're like, all right, we're just going to give it to people to make this look good. But yeah, what would your two wrestling names be? That's what
Someone just wrote Krusty Krauser.
Krauser.
Actually, yeah. You know, we'll keep talking about this, and I'll think about mine too. I want to hear Jen's and JenVonLee's and Suzi's.
I was going to say I want to hear everybody's.
But also chat. Keep throwing some of your thoughts out there because I like these.
I don't know. I feel like mine would just be my middle names. I think that's the easiest.
Yeah,
it's not bad. Yeah.
Darling Ghost.
Yeah,
that's
pretty badass on its own. You don't need to change anything.
Yeah, I can see your whole entrance as well with like smoke and come out in a cape kind of thing with a hood.
Oh my god.
We could
I
do
love that.
misdirection, like you're gonna be coming out from the main entrance, and then suddenly you're in the ring, kind of thing. And just
Yes.
Maybe mine could be like Nick the Oreo Galorio. I kind of like that. That's a no. That's a no from Susie.
Interesting.
Nick the
Okay,
Oreo
we'll workshop
Destroyer.
that. We'll workshop that. Okay.
Well, look, I'll think about it a little harder. How about that?
No, I think that we're all along a great path here. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are saying Nick Apocalypse, which
Yeah, that is a good
Nick
one.
Oh
Apocalypse.
hell yeah!
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a lot cooler. Oreo Speedwagon. That's hilarious.
That's a good one.
Oreo
That's
Speedwagon.
really good.
You know what?
might have some copyright issues there, though.
Honky Tonk, Honky Tonk Horror. I think you just started my career.
Hey, WWE had the Road Warriors. Like they said that to hell with it when it came to copywriting. They just went for it.
Oreo
Yeah.
Speedwagon.
WWE don't care about
Done.
copyright when it's them doing it.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll take anything. It's fine. Try and sue us. We have all the money in the world.
Yeah, good luck.
What about you, Susie and JenVonLee? We have not heard from you yet. Now, Jen, you must have thought about
I
this.
have no idea. I've actually never thought about it.
Really?
All these years. I have
That's
no
pretty
idea.
cool.
I-
Susie the Soul Hunter. That's kind of cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool indeed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
I mean,
too shabby.
We can.
I
be
was gonna
spooky
say,
together.
yeah, we're gonna be the tag team champions of the world. You know
Yes.
that? I was gonna
Maybe I'll
say,
just be-
since I'm Susie Hunter, I'll just steal Triple H's name, Hunter Hurst Helmsley. That's me.
Perfect.
That's me.
Perfect.
I'll just steal it.
Hunter
Who cares?
Hurst Helmsley. All right.
Yeah.
He's also like one of my faves. So
One of the nicknames for Bray Wyatt, who I adore, he's a lovely, lovely human being, is the Eater of Worlds. I'll just be like the Eater of Chocolates.
Okay.
Ooh. Yes. I like it. I like it a lot.
The eater of potatoes.
Yes. How do you know?
I
What?
just know
Everybody
this.
loves potatoes.
Yeah, potatoes are great.
Someone
I'm
just,
eating a potato right now.
someone just wrote
Potato.
that is Aiden Falls just wrote rookies and cream. Oh, that is awesome.
That's really
Rookies
funny.
and cream is so
That would be a
great.
cool ice cream flavor.
Yeah.
Think about
Heck
it.
yes.
Rookies and cream. I like that.
I mean, Hedgehog says it is Gen Von Legend. I mean, that's pretty much just there already, isn't it? The
That's-
Von
yeah.
thrown in from
Yeah.
my old friends at the tattoo studio. Just, you know.
Nick double stuff. Susie the suplexer. These are good. These are all good.
Yeah, I like that
like
Susie
one.
the suplexer.
Yeah. That's cool.
Good. Yeah, good stuff.
Well, we could
everybody.
talk this all day, but yeah, this was a good stream, guys. This was a good hangout. Let's find somebody to raid. I never have my Twitch up, so who's raiding, guys? Who's raiding? I mean, who's streaming? I should say. Anyone I know?
Who are we rating?
What about
OG
Evan
Brad Vickers
Saba.
is streaming.
Yeah.
Let's do Evan. Yeah.
He's playing this game too.
Yeah, he's
so
doing this.
Well, let's give him a
He's
raid.
doing professional. He's struggling.
Okay, so everybody, Evan Saba, who you're about to go over to, he voiced the original Brad Vickers in the original Nemesis game that came out in 1999,
Oh, my
RE3, and now he's streaming and he does his thing. So yeah, let's give him a raid. I always forget how to do this.
I put the full command.
I'm sorry,
in the,
somebody just
in the
called
Discord.
me Jen Claude Von Damme.
Oh.
Clutch.
That's good.
Yeah, pretty
It
great.
falls. Some of these are really witty. I like this. Nick may cry. I don't know if that's a wrestling name or if you think I might really cry.
That's you on professional difficulty.
Yeah.
Nick may cry.
Yeah.
Trying to get your S ranks in mercenaries.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you get the? Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Copy that right now after my yawn. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. All right.
I've been editing my video this entire time, by the way.
Nice.
How
Wow.
impressive is that?
Multitasking.
That is very impressive. Yeah.
Well, wasn't it distracting because we were so fun?
It was. It actually was.
I can walk and chew gum at the same time. That's very impressive. My goodness.
Oh my god. I loved hearing Krauser say phase 2 and then phase 2 again.
Yeah, that was funny.
Face.
Should close us
Face-
out just by yelling sloppy as.
I will do that. I'll pull my mic away from my face though, so I don't.
Yeah.
All right, we're about to raid everybody, so everybody give him a follow, like I said. Give him some love, and thank you everybody for hanging out. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the support, the bits, the gift subs, everything. We love you.
Much fun.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
This finale is next. Stay tuned.
Later, everyone. Bye.